Greetings, everybody.
Boom
Welcome
shakalaka.
to the Dice Den.
Welcome everyone. Yes. All right.
Welcome to Dino Lord, Russell Ground in the chat as well. Oh my goodness. King
My
of
God.
Kicks to Golden Pie. Alfie, welcome as well. Yes?
Yeah. No, I'm in the chat as well. That's weird.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Okay. All right.
All right. So we had some technical difficulties with Discord acting up, so I hope that's not going to be an issue.
Yeah, well.
Lenny's here as well. Oh, watching D&D. You better watch out, Lenny, because you might turn a nerd.
You better watch out. You better never.
All right, yeah, we're missing Karen because Karen is in the ancient land of the rising sun at the moment. So yes,
She found her family.
She found her
I'm
family.
just kidding.
Yes, her backstory is
Finally found her sister.
game is just finished now. It's over.
Volume seems good.
thank you.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, Golden
Oh,
Pie.
beautiful.
Anyways, welcome everybody. First of all, we're gonna thank our subscribers once again. I think this is gonna be the last mention for some of the people. Lady Dino Lore, thank you so much for the subscription. Of course, you're still fresh. Scarix, Night Scarix, I think Scarix. I don't know if you're a sub still, but thank you for your previous sub in that case. Night Golden Pie, beautiful as always. And of course, the bunch, Rusted Ground, Kingo Clicks, probably Revenant as well.
I'm not a sub
and all
anymore,
the
man.
people.
Oh
I'm
my
not a sub
God.
anymore either.
Oh my God.
But that's alright.
Oh my God. You're not supporting us.
Look, I just can't do it, man.
You're not paying $5 into something that we get $2.50 back out of? How dare you?
How dare you waste your money not like that?
What? I'm paying 10. What the hell, man? All right.
Lenny says, you don't think I'll stick around for the whole stream, right? I don't think so, but I challenge you to do so. Alrighty. Yeah. For the subscribers and the people who want to subscribe or are on the verge of subscribing, subscription benefits can be seen in the Discord as always. Link in it can be seen down below. That exclamation point Discord, like Revan just did.
Link in bio.
Link in bio. Do you slip in my DMs, please? No, just kidding. Yeah, so they are in the announcements. You can see the pin messages up top and little ringing bell icon, and you can see the benefits. And every tier has some great benefits. We actually have a few NPC names which have been requested and have been implemented.
Really?
And I've got Dino Law's full NPC suggestion, which is also implemented.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
We will see what's that gonna bring us. I can just imagine for the subscribers when you finally see your character being acted out, and you're like, "Fuck, that's my guy! That's my guy!"
Okay,
Well, nobody else knows, you know. That's
so it's a guy. Okay, that's good to know.
I'm not saying anything. It was just
We said too much.
All right, so we still need a catchphrase, slogan, /greeting, /ending little thingy. Because we're saying now, is it Friday yet? But it's heavily copyrighted.
Yes.
So if anybody has anything clever
I
with
was
the
trying to.
TGIF.
Talk to you Friday.
TGIF.
Yes, Rissa, what were you thinking?
No, I was trying to go with. I was trying to go with Friday's right around the corner for a while there, but yeah, it's any suggestion is.
Yes,
you know?
yeah, we just need to stick on something, you
Yeah.
know. We need to.
Exactly.
But yeah, there's that. But we're gonna have for the people who are new here, we are gonna not have any interaction with chat apart from in the breaks and in the ending, and now. So please bear with us. We're gonna try to focus. Always suggestions are always welcome. So we probably don't see those in the chat, although we try to read the chat back. It's always better if you post them in the Discord or anything. We'll always read things in the Discord. And last but not least, we are noobs at D&D, yet we try. So please have mercy upon our souls. We're gonna homebrew stuff. We're gonna do house rules. We're gonna do it the way you don't like it. So don't be mad at us, please.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you're mad at us, we don't really care. So yeah, you can be mad at us.
Yeah, Please be mad at us.
Exactly.
That would mean we'd be becoming popular in that case.
Yeah, exactly.
If you get haters, then you've reached a milestone.
Yeah, we've really made it.
You really made it. I think that's
Okay.
all announcements from me. Does anybody else of you have anything to add on to that?
Nope.
All right.
Well, let's get this party started.
Let's get this party started
Let's rock and
indeed.
roll.
All right, it's time to rock and roll indeed.
Ooh.
Give me a second.
I need to...
Just a second. You need what?
No. I need to get some stuff ready for Murden.
Oh,
Oh,
Background.
all right. That's way too exciting. I should just
Whoa.
hand select the things instead of having it randomized. Okay. Here we go.
Call yourself a DM.
These are my biggest struggles are the music always. So I'm very sorry. So
That's what you think.
last episode on the dice den, everybody. You were in the forests, in the swamps, following Lind, the medicine woman, and helping her out. Helping her out truly, indeed. Although you encountered an open space within the swamp, what seemingly was the place where the mother of Lin lived. She moved forward. She was acting very suspicious. She called Nebula forward, telling her mother that she had found someone and that she wanted to seek her redemption with her mother. And it turned out, surprise, plot twist, spoiler alert, Lin's mother was a hag, and Lin herself was also a hag. So you started to fight. The fight went brutal, as immediately Murden was snapped out of his life force. Luckily, Adam, acting quickly with his darkness, managed to basically save the whole party with that. It might have made a horrible shit show, but it also saved everybody's ass.
I
Also,
love that cloud of darkness.
you're welcome, guys. You're welcome.
the term Patrias was introduced by the mother of Lin. No clue what that means, neither does Nebula herself. And after you slain the mother and Lin, you inspected the house, nothing to be found. You returned to the city of Lothorn and you immediately investigated Lin's house, as that's the only logical thing to do. You found a few scrolls, you found a wind fan, seemingly with some magical essence inside. You went back to the tavern shortly after. You had a long rest, actually, I think. Yes, I remember, right? You had a long rest. You went to the tavern, had a long rest. And in the morning, as you had breakfast, as usual, a guard came in to talk to you guys and to tell you about a meeting with Demariel Loth. Obviously, Demariel had been requested by Murden to notify when he was available, and thus immediately following, he offered an invite to the Nimble Corner Tavern in a special meeting room where he invited you and Rowan Rathar, the previous night, and representative of Lothorn. He met you there in the meeting room, and he spoke of needing your help. As off duty, he was telling you guys that he needed your help to investigate the cause of these rumbles, investigate and go to Ortusal to find out more about the Lord, what he's doing. Basically, very vague propositions. However, he seemed to be serious. He offered you a sum of money, and he gave his personal amulet to Murden as a sign of trust. You had yet to decide, and you exited the room, and you said you would return to him with an answer, yes or no, and that's where we left off. You walked outside, as it's late morning, like around noon, and that's where this session starts. Dovahkiin.
Well, that was an interesting meeting, if I do say so myself.
Interesting proposition.
Yeah, what do you guys think about it? Should we go back to Susanna and have a little chat about this, and then we can give the Marilyn our answer?
Just what you wanted to do.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't think talking in the street would be a good idea, so...
No, he's watching. Not
Right.
listening.
We definitely have to go back to Susanna's, just in case we end up going. Like, I need that stew one last time.
Alright. Alright, okay, let's go then.
All right, you make your way back immediately. As basically an instinct by now, you head back to the Sheatheded Sword Inn, and you walk inside. And you can see that there's quite a few patrons right now. Susanna seems to be handling some people at the bar, some patrons. There's like possibly a table or two still available, but
Do
it's
you-
like
Do you guys think we should maybe talk upstairs in one of the rooms, just so that we avoid anybody listening in on our conversation?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Let's go to my room then.
I've never seen your room before.
just need to add as well. Karen is all this time is just following. Just imagine she's always there, but just yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Kieran, are you
Are you okay,
alright?
Kieran? Do you want some bread?
I'd like some bread, please. Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Alright, okay. So we're walking up the stairs.
You walk up
to
the
my
stairs.
room.
You head to Murden's room. It seems to Nebula and Adam. It seems surprisingly familiar. All the rooms have the same interior, so it's just as if you feel right at home in your own room. Except for Nebula's and Karen's room has one extra bed because they basically have a normal size room with 2 beds. But yeah, all right. You're now in the room of Murden.
Okay, so we walk in. I close the door and just
Smells funky in here.
What do you mean?
It's got the smell to it.
I don't smell anything weird.
That's just me, don't worry.
Okay, all right. Right. So, what do you guys make of Demariel's proposition here?
I mean-
Could pay well.
I kind of want to do it because I'm intrigued to find out what the hell's going on, you know?
Karen also responds and she's like, "Well, I think we had to move on at one point, so this might be a good opportunity."
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have to move on. I don't think there's anything else left for us to do here in Lathorn, but
Suck Lathorn dry.
okay, Nebula. All right. Yes, we did that. But don't you guys find it a little bit strange that he would just put his faith into us like that? I mean, he doesn't
Well-
really even know us very well.
Not at all.
It's a bit weird.
Maybe
We're
we
just
should-
that good at what we do.
Mm,
Right. Yeah, I don't think I buy that. We only just helped him with one thing. So, yeah. But the thing is, if I'm not mistaken, Ortusal is quite a big town, isn't it? So, a big city. It's
Mhm.
right? So you guys think we should accept his proposal?
We can check it out when we get there. Like, we don't have to go through with it.
yeah, maybe there's a deal we can strike that, if we maybe don't think it's to our benefit, then we don't do it.
Karen
Right.
nods as well.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Right. I don't know if I'm very comfortable with agreeing to something and then just not going through with it. But I guess we're going into Ortusal anyway, right? I mean,
Exactly.
I stayed here for too long.
Plus, I
Okay,
think we
you
all have some trust issues now. After Lynn. Toto didn't like that woman.
clearly, yes.
Karen speaks up for a moment and she says, "Well, he said that Oates is only a day walk from here, so we don't have to accept right now if we wish to. I think."
Yes, but see, it's a day's walk. Okay, because when he was telling us about that, I was actually thinking of maybe if he could give us some horses or something to get there faster. But yeah.
Yes.
You can still use that as a bargaining chip.
If we don't, the other side is if we don't say anything and we just go, he will assume that we just don't want to help him. So, we have to say something.
Yes.
So, I mean, and I think if we accepted, he did say that he was going to give us some money or something. Didn't he?
Up front, yeah.
Up front, yeah. So, right, okay. Yeah. Well, we don't really know anything about these rumbles. We don't really know anything about what's going on and what's been going on in these parts. And some people seem to be very concerned. Other people seem to not care at all, which is strange. So for me, like I said, we're going. We were going to leave anyway. That just gives us maybe another reason to go into Orthusal and check that place out. Maybe there's some other jobs for us that we can do in there and make some more coin. Because honestly, he said 500 gold up front, and then so that was half of his amount, right? So 1,000 gold. It's not that big of an amount considering how much we made by just killing 2 griffins and some goblins, right?
Yeah, we can make that money pretty easily without doing
Exactly.
such a big task.
Exactly. But yeah. Okay. So you guys think we should say yes?
Can we buy a house?
Why would you want to buy a house?
Because we're gonna be rich someday.
Right. Okay.
I think
We
it's
don't
smart
live
to.
together.
I think it's smart to save up first, Nebula.
Okay.
I don't think a house is that cheap.
I think everyone has some sort of like they have stuff to do, right? I mean, I know Nebula, Kieran is looking for her family, right, Kieran?
Yes.
And Adam, you
Yes.
have some things as well, right, to do. I definitely have to find someone. So, yeah, I'm not really planning on settling anywhere anytime soon.
No.
Okay. One day.
Right. All right. So, should we all go and just tell Demariel that we accept his offer and see what else he has to say? He did say he is going to give us a list of people to watch out for and stuff like that. So all the information that we need to know, we definitely need that.
Ask him a bit more as well. Okay. Go there.
Let's just go for it, and then when shit hits the fan, we can just kick everyone's ass.
Right. Or just get out of there and that's it.
Oh yeah,
But kill them first.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And Karen speaks up for a second as well, and she's like, "Well, I think we made good impressions in Lothorn, at least. People will surely remember our name
Sure. Yeah.
That's true.
or our face in that case. Because
Yeah, definitely.
We should
Yeah.
really have a name.
Yeah.
if we're gonna stick together, yes, I think that's smart.
Have you guys
Do you
thought
think they
about a
make
name for
statues
us?
of us?
What, Nebula?
Do you think they make statues of us?
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, okay.
Would you want a statue of yourself?
Yeah, don't you?
Not really.
Yeah, me either.
I'd rather people not really know me or my face, to be honest. Especially if we're gonna get into, adventures or missions such as this one. I wouldn't want people to know who I am.
But people might, fear you and be like, damn, look at that guy. He's the
Yeah.
legend.
Yeah, and they wouldn't act normally around me or us, for that matter. So we would get nowhere with them, right? If say we were, everybody in Orthusal would know who we are, right? And we're going in there to spy. What do you think people would do?
You make a good point.
Right?
You're so wise.
Okay. Okay.
It's good to have a name associated with us, at least, because I think, well,
Well, have you thought about something, Kieran? Please do tell.
I've tried thinking about it, but it's hard to contain a bunch of us with just one term. You see, it's
The breadcrumbs.
I was thinking
yeah.
something more like the silent footsteps.
Have you seen us trying to stealth?
Yes, and we're totally good at it, especially me. What?
And put it on the list, I suppose.
All right, okay. Just throwing it out there, okay. Now, since we're all sharing, Nebula, what would you like to call us?
The ultimate badass crew!
Okay, great.
I don't think anybody will take that seriously, Nebula.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's a work in progress. It's good to
Yes.
throw out some ideas. Yeah.
Yes, I'll write them down.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Kieran, yeah.
Also, from the last venture, she grabs into her bag. She takes out one potion. We still managed to keep this. It's nice.
True. Exactly. That was very helpful, and I want to thank you because I didn't really thank you. We were in the heat of the moment there, and yeah, thank you very much for bringing me back to life there.
Well, I think it was also thanks to Adam.
Right.
He was surprisingly clever with his tricks.
How is that surprising?
I'm sorry, Adam. Sorry.
Okay, before this gets soapy, sloppy, whoopy, come on, let's just go back to Demariel and talk to him. Say we accept his offer, see what information he can give us, and then I think we should maybe spend one more night in Lathorn and leave early in the morning or something like that.
Agreed.
Or do you guys want to
Sure.
leave tonight and just have like a night trip?
Might be safe if we keep as much of our travels in daylight, I think.
Right. Yeah, you're right, Kieran. Okay,
Have
cool.
a good rest.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's go back to the Mariel.
Alright.
Sure.
You make your way out of the room.
I'm sure he
back
misses
through
us already.
back through the crowded in itself. You can see Susanna looking over like you didn't even order anything, but you walk past basically.
I'm just gonna go to Susanna as she's looking at us. I'm just gonna go to her, right? And I'm just gonna say to the guys, just 1 second, guys.
Hello, madam.
Hi, Susanna. So, just wanted to let you know that we're going to spend just one more night in Lathorn. We're going to be going tomorrow morning. So, can I pay for the rooms?
Yes. You've spent quite a few nights here. I think for the whole. Do you want to do it separately or for the whole?
Oh, let's go for the whole 3 rooms. Yeah.
I think a gold piece will do fine.
All right. Here you go, and I give her a gold piece, and
Takes it. She knows.
we'll be back soon. We have some business in town, and we'll be back soon.
All right. Well, it's a shame to see you such patrons leave, but it's yeah. All right. It's okay.
I'm sure we'll be back at some point, Susanna.
That will be very pleasant. Anyways, good luck in town.
All right. Thank you.
She
And I
nods.
join the rest of the guys.
I'll enjoy the rest. They're waiting at the door. You yes?
Where's the fucking... Sorry, the gold. Okay, I found it. Never mind.
So you make your way to the Overseas Outpost, is where you're headed.
Mhm.
Walking through the slightly crowded streets of Lathorn right now, as you make your way through the Villagers Hill sector to the plaza.
Can I want to keep an eye on to see if anybody is following us.
Make a perception check.
Just out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help with that?
Perception.
Sure, separately then, in this case, I think.
Yeah?
Someone's definitely following us.
No, because it's slightly metagaming to help suddenly to also look around for that's why I'm doing it separately. But that's okay.
9 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't it work?
And
Oh, 144! Wow, you see everything on the world!
Wow.
It's like a hawk, baby.
You both look around and you don't see anybody following you around. It seems to be just as normal people making their way back and forth. At one point you see one single guard patrol past you on the street, who's just like looking around for a bit and just like clink 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 with his armor making his way through. It seems to be a normal patrol. You make your way to the Overseas Outpost with just a single guard in front of the door guarding it right now.
hello, we're here to see Demariel if he's in the office.
It's the same guard as every single thing before. It seems to have a very same routine, and he looks over. All right, not a trouble. I'll let you in. Follow me. And he opens up the door and he leads you to the office, the chamber of the Mario. As he opens the door, he knocks on the door and he's like, "Overseer, visitors, it's Modern Troll Leader." And the rest. And you hear at the other side of the room, "Let him in." The door gets opened. You make your way inside. He closes the door behind you, and you're now separately in the room with the Mario who's sitting behind.
Long time no see, Demariel.
Well, this either means you've made a quick decision, a bad or a good one. Well, anyways.
Well, it was either, we accept or we don't accept. So we had a little chat. And we were going to leave Lathorn anyway, and we were thinking about going to Ortusal. So we're gonna accept your offer.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank all of you. I hope this was a good bet of mine. The stakes are high, so anyways, let's speak money, because I assume that's what you would like to hear as well.
I would personally be more interested in information, but yeah, we can speak money as well.
Well, sit down. First of all, and there's a few, like at the sides. There's also like at a few side tables at the side of the wall. There's also a few chairs, so you'll take some chairs and sit right in front of him, of the table. And he starts to. So what names, connections? So you're looking for.
Yes. So first thing I want to know. Can you give me the names of the overseers in Ortusal?
Yes. I can assure you that this is the most current state of affairs in Ortusal right now. I've been there. Last time I've been there was a year ago, so I assume they wouldn't fire anyone, at least not at times like these.
Okay.
Anyways, we have Watchmaster Ufaria Oridanus. She's the top of the chain, so to say. The Watchmaster is the person, like, basically in charge of the Overseer. An Overseer of Overseers, so to say.
Alright, gotcha.
Quite an important one, so it's not gonna be easy for you to just walk up to her, in this case.
Okay.
Then we have Overseer Gromlin Strongshoulder. Quite a moody Overseer. You don't want to get on his bad side. Although he has the right heart for it. And we have
Gromling Strongshoulder. Right.
Gromlin Strongshoulder.
Gromlin Strongshoulder.
How
Alright.
strong are these shoulders?
Well, he's much like your kind, as he nods to Merlin.
Oh, he's a dwarf.
He is a dwarf indeed.
Alright, okay. Does he look after a particular area of the city?
Usually the shifts, they vary.
Okay.
At certain times, they are shifted around, changed, just for safety matters.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not all the people have the best relationships with the overseers, and there's, let's say, an active underworld or to someone who would like to sometimes attempt to wash some of these overseers out of duty, so to say.
So they work in shifts throughout the city?
Yes, they are assigned a region. Every now and then they are refreshed, basically. So it's not, you won't find the same overseer in the same region.
Right, but when they are assigned to a region, I presume they would stay there for a few weeks, a few months, or something like that, right?
Yes. They, as far as I know, they always stay in Ortusal. It's always...
Right, okay.
You'll probably mostly see them in the Eastern Conspectus Boulevard. That's where you will see them.
Sorry, Eastern...
The Eastern Conspectus Boulevard. Basically, as soon as you enter the city, that's the face, the front of the city. Usually only the region that tourists get to see.
Okay.
I'll give you some more info about the city itself. You have the Western Industrial District. That's as big as the Eastern Boulevard, basically. It's where all the work happens, all the factories are settled, where all the connections to the mines lay.
All right.
You have the Southern Worker District. It's basically the whole district where all the workers are stationed, where they're all living. It's small, but it's crowded. It's very much efficient building, I would say. Stack as many people in there as they could.
Okay.
It's not a bad condition, so to say, but it's not the most comfortable one. You have the Northern Royal Heights. It's basically the district where all the royalty lives, where they work, and some of the noble people. Only the highest of noble people can be found in the Northern Royal Heights. It basically overlooks the city itself.
Okay. So, like, Villucas Hill overlooks the Umbra sector.
Almost, yes. But the Northern Royal Heights are man-built. So it's basically a height built just by the workers a long time ago.
Right.
And then you probably not see this, but it's good to know. Otis also has an outer district. It's the Outer Wall Mansions. It's like a separate area with mansions filled and most of the noble people living there, a few miles outside the city.
What's the name of it again?
The Outer Wall Mansions. Only the noblest of noble live there.
Right.
Usually they have their own guard, their own mercenary troops. Yeah, it's without an invitation, you're probably not very welcome over there.
Okay. Good to know. All right. So getting back to, are these all the areas of the city? Nothing.
That's all. Yes.
Okay, so nothing in the east of the city.
Well, the east is the boulevard. It's the tourist boulevard.
Oh, that's the eastern boulevard.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
On the east, you have the Conspectus Boulevard. On the south, you have the Working District. The north is the Royal Heights, and the west is the industrial sector.
Is there only one way into the city through the eastern boulevard?
Yes. For newcomers, for travelers and tourists alike, it's only one way in.
Right. But what about for people that know the city?
There's an emergency exit in the Northern Royal Heights, just in case anything might happen to it. So,
All right.
security measures, you know. There's also a walled gate in the worker district in case there was to be a fire breaking out or anything else, but it's usually closed off. It's only in case of emergencies that they have a quick evacuation.
Right. So the walled gate in the southern worker district would be outside of would lead outside of town, right?
It leads outside.
Yes. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
It's not a way in, so to say, only a way out.
Good to know. All right. So
Question.
Yes.
So, Demorial, are there any tunnels underneath the city
No.
like they are here?
No. Lithorn is one of a kind in that sense.
Yes.
I mean, there's surely underground organizations, so to say. Which all deals with some bandit troops, some smugglers, and stuff alike. Much more compared to Lithorn here. Of course, Lithorn is small, and bandits don't have a big prize to look for here. You know, there's quite a few wealthy people, so the bigger the catch. You see.
Are there any people who may know a lot more information than they should?
A lot more information. Well, how do you mean so?
They maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a guild or people in guilds that know too much information for their own good or stock information.
I think what
Yeah,
my
I mean-
friend is trying to ask here, Demariel, is what are the underground organizations of Ortusal? If the ones that you've dealt with when you were there.
I don't know if they have a name, but there's one group specifically which comprehend work under one banner, so to say. It's don't know the name, but it's nothing to be worried about. It's nothing world-changing. It's just a very low-class group of smugglers and bandits who try to get by, really. And to answer your question, Adam, guilds, not so much. There's a worker guild with only the most fanatic workers who actually like their work. It's not a big guild, though.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, little one.
What's the food like over there?
Oh, tavern-wise, you're gonna be in for a treat. There's two taverns basically. You have one in the worker district. If you're looking for a party after the working hours, then you can find definitely other workers there. And you have the more tourist tavern. What's his name again? I think it's.
Do you have a name for these taverns, or?
I can only recall the Bouldering Troll Tavern for the worker district.
Bouldering Toll?
Troll.
Troll.
Yes. They're very creative with the names.
Right.
And what was the other one again? Breathwaite Fine Nails.
Breath Away?
Breathwaite. As in, that's the last name of the owner. I recall correctly.
Breathwaite. Okay, tavern. Okay, okay, right.
Hope I'm pronouncing it. Yeah, that's slightly more touristic, slightly more, not posh, but slightly more, how do I say that? Slightly more presentable of a tavern. I would advise that one. Because if you're going to have a stay in the tavern in the worker district, you're probably going to get some looks as newcomers.
Right. Okay.
And there's definitely very interesting stuff to eat and to drink, little one, if that's what you care about. That's
That is what I care about. Thank you.
It's
That's what that's all she cares about.
That's good. Well, you're going to be in for a treat, and Ortuzal. You see, the thorn is but an ant compared to the elephant, which is Ortuzal.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, for those who haven't been in a city of such size before, you might enjoy the new sights. But anyways, back to the overseers. There's
Yes,
one last
exactly.
overseer.
Back to the overseer. So you only told us about Ufaria and Gromlim.
Gromlim, yes.
Right. Who else? Do we
The
have?
last one.
Oh,
They don't have a surprisingly lot of overseers, but it's compared being an overseer of Lathorn compared to being an overseer of Ortuzal, it's quite a change of pace. The last one is Garrick Cade.
Garrick Cade. Okay.
He's seen battle himself. I believe he was part of the Vanguard Legion at one point. Basically the army of Zunil. He's a tough one.
Is he human? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite a. Also itself is quite heavily populated with dwarves. However, you can also find any other race there. It's not like it's prohibited for any race or anything, but it's
Right.
a lot of dwarves find to be comfortable on it. So
Right.
it
Good to know.
reminds them of home. Yes.
Good to know. Okay.
Yes.
Adam, you're gonna be like a giant over there.
I mean, in the touristic part of the city, you don't have to worry. It's gonna be most of the work districts where you find most of the dwarves, most of the hardworking fellas. But yes, I think that's all. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Any place we should avoid in Ortuzal?
Well, depends on what you're planning to visit. I think the whole tourist sector will be quite accessible. The worker district you'll have to watch out, because when the guard sees new faces walk around the worker district, they're probably gonna be a little
Suspicious.
suspicious.
Right.
I mean, it happens. There's not only dwarves who work there; there's humans as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you might have to make a little effort to fit in.
Right. Right. And the guards that you sent over, that you had to send over,
Yes,
they
at the
know
end of the
about
day.
us, don't they? From Lathorn.
Yes, I think there's a few faces which have seen you.
Okay.
Um,
Anyone in
I'm not-
particular we should try to avoid? Do you have their names, or I don't know?
I think mostly the ones who have seen your faces much were the two at the door.
Right.
They're gonna stay here. I can
All right.
happily say. However, it's the rest is basically sent out. I don't think most of them have seen your faces.
Okay.
I've heard of your names though, so you
Mhm,
might want to.
mhm.
It's hard being a celebrity.
I mean, it's you should no, it's you should just act out normal, I guess, because it's really
Oh, we will definitely act out normal. Of
it's
course.
not like when they hear your name they're gonna be suspicious or anything. They
Yes.
praise you highly because you've done great deeds for Lathorn itself. So
Yes. Right. Okay. So how are we going to communicate through all of this?
that's a good question indeed. I've been thinking about that, but I didn't have much time to think. As you guys were so quickly.
Yes.
It's I can probably try arranging something. I've heard there's a few devices available which allow us to converse on great distances. However, I don't think that's available in Lathorn here. So
I mean, we could
You-
definitely try to maybe send you some sort of a letter at one point,
yeah,
but
will
not
do.
to you directly. Maybe I'm thinking send it to someone in town.
it could be, or you could make it up things that would make it seem like you're just doing simple mercenary work for me in Otisol. So
Right.
that could be a little cover-up. Maybe I could have you officially within hire here on the papers, and it will probably grant you some more.
Yeah, I don't
Permits,
think I like that, because that would raise some eyebrows in there. If people find out that we're mercenaries working for you, they might get suspicious.
That's true. It's
Do you,
yes.
or do you know any? Do you read any other languages other than Common?
Yeah, I am capable of speaking a few. Yes, why so?
Could write it in a different language if we can.
That's a very fair point. What language do you speak in?
So, and infernal apparently. So it's not good that way.
I'm afraid it's not gonna. It's gonna be a hard time reading that for me. I'm afraid. I mean, you could try to cipher your letters in that case with normal speech. Sure, there's a few people who could teach you some thieves' cant if you are known with that.
We'll work something out, I'm sure.
It's
Right.
you can always return at one point and just inform me. I put all my trust in you. I have blind trust. As much as I dislike it myself, I have very little choice. But yes, I'm sure there's means of contact we can maintain.
All right. Well, we'll try to contact you maybe once a week or so.
Yes. I expect at least a message within 2 weeks. Let's say it like that. If I don't
Alright.
hear anything from you, then I fear the worst.
All right.
But I have faith.
It's fair. It's a fair point. Yeah.
And do we get like horses to travel over, or
Well, I'm afraid that the troops which I've had to send back to Otisol are taking most of the horses I have available. However, I can give you 600 gold pieces beforehand. I'm sure the stable here in the Thorn will be able to help you out with something.
Oh, there's a stable?
Yes, there is.
Okay. We didn't
Interesting.
know about that. Right.
where is the stable?
Just at the side, at the exit of the Felix Hill sector, basically. It's
Okay.
That's handy.
it is. It's close to the road. It's as soon as you make your way back, you should see it if you keep an eye out. It's not as big or prominent as you would think. It's
All
but it
right.
probably maybe have to help you out.
So, I was asking you before in the tavern, do you happen to have a map of Ortusal by any chance?
Yes, I thought I actually don't.
Okay.
I had to when I left Ortusal, I had to also give up most of my possessions, which were my my equipment for my duty in Ortusal. However, no, it's I'm afraid not.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we can find something in Ortusal in the tourist sector. Hopefully. Right. Well, I guess that's sorted for now.
Yes, just a moment. And he opens up the drawer of his table and he takes out 3 pouches and he places them on the table. That should be 600 gold pieces beforehand. I don't know who's going to take that, but should be enough to keep you going for a bit. When you have succeeded, you see, the succession of this request of mine isn't, so to say, declared in stone or something. It's I simply ask for information, for clarity, for answers.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll work from there.
So basically, you want us to tell you what if we find something, what we find out.
Yeah,
You
okay.
don't necessarily want us to take action.
I mean, if you deem it necessary,
Right.
then yes. I would try to avoid as much trouble, especially with the guards and with the government itself, with the so.
Right. Okay.
Is it-
Okay.
Lord Axbone is very well at keeping things within the walls, so to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What happens in Ortusal stays in Ortusal, in that case.
Okay. Well, we'll see how things go then. Before we go, however, remember I told you you don't have a medicine woman anymore.
Yes.
Right. So I don't know how much you know about Lynn, but I guess I should start from the beginning, right? And I look at the others. Is that okay? Yeah.
Good place to start.
Lynn basically asked us to help her out with a quest, let's say. She wanted to get back to her mother. She told us that her mother was living in the swamp, and she asked for our help to basically escort her there yesterday. And we did so. We helped her out, and it turns out her mother was a hag. And it turns out Lynn was also a hag.
Oh.
So we tried not to kill her,
But you failed.
but we failed, yes. Unfortunately.
I mean, that's
because they attacked us.
Yes, I can understand. Hags aren't very friendly creatures, as far as I
Yeah.
know.
I'm very surprised that she basically managed to hide herself all these years.
She always was a black sheep within the crowd here, but I never thought much of it, to be honest.
Right, because we only heard good things about Lynn, technically. I mean, good things. Yeah, people were happy with Lynn.
Yes, she was doing a fine job, if you ask me. She was a little socially held back, however, I think. She wasn't seen outside much, apart from when she was requested for her deeds.
Right.
But, she's been here longer than I have been here, so it wasn't really anything I could monitor in that sense. I think you've done a good job, Twila Thorn, indeed. In that sense, we might have lost the medicine woman, but you also eliminated the threat in that sense.
So her mother, when we got a chance to talk to her, she said something about she said a word. Patrias.
Shadowed. But yes,
Does this word mean anything to you?
I'm afraid that I've never heard of that word before.
Okay.
I don't know what that could mean. You could probably, well,
Okay.
I have no clue. You'd have to ask around probably.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I was just curious.
Yes, I wish I could help you with that, but afraid not.
Maybe you can help me with this then. And I take out the fan from the bag and say, "Can you have a look at this and tell me what this is exactly?"
All right. He takes it and he places it on the table for a second, and he like puts his hand like I'm doing right now, and he starts to look at it, and he's like.
Identify object, please.
He looks at it and he's like, "Oh my, where did you find this?"
Lynn's mother had it on her.
All right. I have no clue what this is. It looks to possess some more than the eye can meet, so to say. I'm getting a sense from it, so to say. You see, as you've seen before, I have a little knack for a few tricks up my sleeve, magical tricks.
That's what I was counting on, Demariel.
I'm sorry, I cannot help you identify what this is. However, it seems to hold some magical. All right, I can feel it. I can feel it. Something in it.
Okay. Is it
You can try taking a moment to focus on it, an hour or so. I'll advise you what I taught you for the amulet I gave you.
Yes.
Take a moment to take a good hour to focus on it. Things will be a lot clearer.
What do you mean focus on it? What?
Take a moment to take a good breath. Be alone in a room, quiet.
Right.
Take a good moment to just. It's hard to explain. Just take the object out. Focus on it. Try to question the essence of the object.
Well, can't you tell me what it does and I can just do it?
It depends what it does.
Oh, all right. It depends on what?
Usually on the person who holds it.
Oh.
In my case, it's been with me for when I was a child. I've been gifted this from a relative of mine, and I've had it with me ever since. It allowed me to do a little extra sometimes.
You're just giving it to me like that? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm honored, but...
See it as a sign of trust.
Okay.
It's something I hold very dear and close to me. However, I know we've had some disagreements before, Merlin, but that moment truly showed me what kind of person you are. I see much of my old friends within you.
Right.
Much of them who have certainly passed in their line of duty.
Mm-hmm.
So it will not strengthen me as much as it will strengthen you, I'm sure.
Okay, Demariel. Thank you very much then. And I take the fan and the money from the table.
All right.
And put it in the pouch. Actually, I hand over one of the pouches to Adam.
So it's 200 each pouch. So yeah, 200.
Yeah.
Karen looks over to you, Martin, and she whispers like, "Are we gonna share this?"
And I hand the other and another pouch to. Actually, no. I hand all three of them. One to Nebula, one to Kieran, and one to Adam.
So heavy.
Karen takes the pouch and she starts splitting it. She's like, "It's only fair if we divide." She hands you 100 pieces, Merlin.
Okay.
Let me fix very quick there. Here we go. Where do I find this? Gotcha. Perfect. And Mario sits there as he's just leaning his elbows on the table, and he's like, "Well, you should go into the stables of the outpost. There might still be one horse available. Ask the stable hand in that case. However, most of the guards are moving out towards us all today. I only have a few left, so I doubt there won't be much left, but
Also, the guards are leaving today,
yes.
so maybe we shouldn't leave as well.
I don't know when you were planning to leave.
Yeah, well, we were thinking about maybe staying for one more night and then leaving in the morning. And now that you're saying that your guards are leaving today, maybe it would be best if we do that, because we don't really want to go
Yes.
with them.
I've said my goodbyes already, so they should be on their way very shortly. So if you enter the stable in just a second, the stable hand will be able to help you out with whatever's left. Show him my amulet. Oh no.
Right. Okay, well,
I wish you the best of luck, friends.
thank you very much, Demariel. And I just go to shake his hand.
He sends his hand and he stands up for a moment before he shakes your hand and he shakes your hand. And he's like, "May the best of luck be with you, and I'll be thinking about you."
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Take care, young one. You take good care of her, will you? He looks over to Merlin as he points to.
I'll take good care of him. Don't worry.
Right.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, let's go then. And we go.
Goodbye. All right, and he just stands there. He doesn't really cheer you on or anything else. He's just very calm and yeah. You exit the officer's outpost. I assume you go straight for the stable at the side of the outpost. To check it out.
Yeah.
Can do.
All right, yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah.
All right, so you can see you enter the stable. As you can see, just one one single guard, not in guard attire right now, but more like in a work attire, who's just working on the like a few horses that are left, like 3. And he's just like feeding them, and you can see most of the stable is empty right now, and just like only these 3 remain.
Hello there, my good man.
Hello. Should you be in here?
Well, we are on a special. Actually, we were just in with Demariel,
Oh, yes.
and I'm Murden, by the way.
Ah, pleasure to meet you, Murden. His name is. Damn it, where did I have this?
Gerald.
Wait. Bernard, pleasure to meet you, bud.
Nice to meet you, Bernard. So, we
Can I help?
we are going to leave Lathorn soon, and we spoke to Demariel about
Yes.
if we can get some horses in Lathorn, and he actually recommended we come here and
Yes.
talk to you, Bernard.
Well, I don't know what he told you, but we're short on horses at the moment.
Well, I think we would want to buy 2 horses.
Oh well, you're in the stable at the side of the outpost right now, so not the actual stable in the town itself. This is just the overseer's outpost stable.
Oh, right.
basically.
Okay. So
it's just the guard you're speaking to basically
still,
right now.
we want to buy some horses. Is this not the right place to?
No, I'm afraid these are only for guards in that sense. Well, I don't know what obviously the Mario told you, but
Well, he told us to come over here, and he
Oh.
said to show you
Really?
this, and I show him the necklace, and that you would be able to help us.
I guess. I mean, I could lend you. I could not lend you. I could give you one.
But is
But
there
if you-
anywhere in Lathorn that we can buy a horse?
Yeah, the stables, the normal stables.
Where are the normal stables?
Is if you head out, Felix Hill,
Right.
towards towards the west. Probably at the right side, your right hand, is where you find the. Well, it's not much of a stable. It's a farmer who has horses, but I think
Okay.
he's available for wares.
Is he selling them or?
You can always try. I mean, money will surely get you something.
Right.
But I can. Let me see. And he goes past the horses, the three. He stops at there's one all brown horse, and he stops. All right. Well, I can give you Haley. Come here. And he takes the reins and then the head, and he's like opens up the little door basically for the thing. Haley should definitely be.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I don't know if we can get her back to you, so that's why we kind of wanted to buy a horse. Or
Yeah.
two.
Well,
Can
we're short everything anyway, so an extra one missing won't matter that much. I mean, I'm not one to oppose the Mariel's choices, so to say.
Right. Okay. Listen, we'll go check out the stables,
Yeah.
and if we don't find anything, we'll take Haley off your hands. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna ask the Mariel then, right when you're gone.
Yes. Please. Yeah, you should talk to the Mariel definitely.
Sorry for the miscommunication here. I'm not aware of anything.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Cool. And I turn
Alright.
around and I go.
All right. So now that you have the instructions, there's the stable which they've talked about. It's not actually a stable, more like a farmhouse with a small little fence around it and a few horses roaming outside of it. It doesn't seem to be an actual store, but more like a farmer who.
As we walk to there,
Mhm.
I ask the guys, do you guys think we should buy a horse? Some horses, or do you want to go on foot?
I absolutely think we should buy some horses.
Karen speaks and she's like, "Well, it depends on the price, I think. Right?
What else we spending our gold on?
Well, you don't know yet. That might be the case, right? We're as good as empty-handed on a mission, so to say.
Mhm.
Adam, you seem to be very tight-pursed. What do you think?
Well, if it's just a farm where some guys just happens to be having horses, I'm sure you could get better horses in the city.
In Ortusal?
Yeah, they should have a proper stable.
Oh, so you think we should walk to Ortusal?
Yeah, and if we want horses, we can get some there.
Right. Okay, well, let's talk to this farmer and see then.
Right.
So
So
much
there's
horsepower they have.
there's no real entrance, no real shop. It's just a normal house. So you walk up with what seems to be the entrance of the building, and you knock on the door.
Mhm.
I assume.
I do.
And at one point you hear steps walking towards the door. Very gently, the door is opened, and you watch as a normal housewife seems to have opened in a very normal black sort of dress and brown dress with a slightly white apron over it, and she's like, "Can I help? Greetings."
Greetings. My name is Murden, and my friends and I we're just coming from the overseer's stables, and I understand that you might have some horses.
You're here for business, yeah. Just give me a moment. I'll get my husband.
Okay, thank you very much.
Just a moment, and she slightly closed the door. A little slight opening still, but after a minute or so, this man opens up the door. You can see like a full beard, brown haired, and like very short haired. But it seems to be he's like chewing on something, and he opens up. Well, good day. Can I help?
Yes, hello, my good man. My name is Murden Trollbreeder.
Pleasure to meet you, Martin. My name is Renault.
Renault?
Yes.
You're sure about that?
Yes, I am. One and
Okay.
only.
All right.
Can I help?
So I understand you have some. You might have some horses for sale.
Yeah, I have horses that sure.
Can we see your horses?
Yeah, they're just outside. Follow me.
Okay.
And he closes the door behind him as he walks over to the side, and he hops over the fence. It's like a wooden fence, yeah. He walks in the field, and there's like a few horses, like probably 4 or 5 or something, roaming around. And he's like, "Well, do you want? What do you want them for, really?
For the
Draft, riding?
The
No.
milking.
No, just for riding them,
Right?
traveling to different
Ah.
parts of this world.
You sure?" He repeats what you said, basically, at the door.
Yes.
You seem very cautious about it. Well, gee.
Well, I have no. I don't know. I mean,
You know, I see.
we
You
want
are-
to travel to Ortusal, right? And
What else do you use horses for? I'm so confused.
draft farms.
no. We just want to
Work
travel
horses,
to.
you know.
We want to travel to Ortusal and maybe further, and we
I see, just
don't
traveling,
want to be
right.
on foot. And we were thinking, if we can buy some horses. And
Right?
the guy at the guard at the overseer outpost said that you're the man.
I mean, yeah, the closest one you're gonna get in Lothlorn, yeah. And he
Oh.
looks to the side. He's like, "Wow, I've got a few here. Let me see.
Okay.
What do they look like?
Depends. The one he's walking to right now are proper sort of riding horses, but the other ones, there's like the most of the horses are draft horses, basically for working, for plowing fields and stuff. Like that kind of the tough kind of bastards.
It's really
And he
musty.
walks over. Yeah, the draft horses are the fat ones, basically. And he walks over to one of the horses, and he's like, "Well, how many do you need? Really?
Well, it depends how much you ask for them.
Well, I could. A normal riding horse would get you probably 75 gold pieces. I'm afraid.
Okay. And the draft horse?
Well, if you're gonna ride with him, I won't sell my draft horses
I
to
see.
ride them.
So it's 75 gold pieces or nothing.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, unless you're a farmer and seeking for some work forces, then the draft horses are your thing. 50 gold pieces for one of those.
Okay. So the riding horses, how many do you have? Do you have 3 horses for sale?
Yeah, sure.
Do
I
you?
have a few on the barn.
Okay. Can we see the ones in the barn as well?
Yeah, follow me.
Okay.
And he's the field is quite a large field, and you can see as he walks for a bit, like 5 minutes, you walk towards the barn at the other side of the field, basically, and he opens up the doors. These 2 doors. It's not that big of a barn, but it's yeah. It's gone all blurry.
There you go.
And he opens up the doors, and you can see a few horses in there.
How do they look? How do the horses look? Do they look
the
okay?
horses look they look healthy.
Okay.
They look fine. It's definitely something you would expect from a riding horse. It's, of course, well, you as having no knowledge of horse riding, they look just normally fine.
What
Okay.
colours are they?
There's a brown one, just a full brown one. There's a black one with spots of white. There's a black one with spots of brown. There's one fully like blondish one.
Compared to Haley, how do they look?
I would say actually Haley looks slightly better, slightly worse than these.
All right. Okay.
These haven't been used yet, so to say. They're just been here.
Okay. Right. Okay. Can you give us a moment, just a second to discuss?
Yeah. Just so you know, the price of the horse is without the equipment. You need a saddle still. You probably want to get yourself some bags inside of the horse. It's all up to you, really.
So, do you have saddles for all the horses at least?
Yeah. I
And
do.
how much are the saddles?
Saddles aren't that much. 5 gold pieces each saddle.
Each saddle. Okay, so that would be 80 gold pieces for a horse and a saddle.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want some saddlebags, I can have you 4 saddlebags. I probably have a cart available still if you need one as well. 15 gold pieces for a cart.
Okay.
carriage. I don't have
the
but,
salesman.
well,
Whoa,
you see,
you have a
it's,
lot of stuff in here, right? Okay. I don't think we need a cart, but can you give us a few moments, please?
yeah, I'll be here. And he stands over and he takes out like a pitchfork and he starts putting up some hay towards the
Okay.
horse and he starts feeding him for a
I
bit.
walk away from him and I just go like to the others, like. So, what do you guys think?
I mean,
80 gold pieces is kind of, I don't know. I don't even know what the prices of a horse should be, but maybe
Sounds cheap,
maybe
right?
it does, right? I mean,
and then we've got it forever, so
if it sounds cheap, like Adam, you can pay for them, right?
No.
I mean, we can definitely. I think we can. Maybe we can negotiate with him to go maybe cheaper. I was thinking.
because if we buy like 3,
Exactly.
maybe we can do like
That's what
buy
I was.
2 get 1 half price. You
That's
know,
what I was thinking.
At one point, he can see him stumbling in the barn and head back, and he behind one of the things where a horse could stand, there's nothing. You can see he takes some reins and he starts walking over towards you. And you can see in his hands, in the reins, is not only the reins but also a donkey, a brown donkey. And he walks up to Nebula and he's like, "This could be more of your fit if you like. Also, quite a bit cheaper if that's affordable to you."
It's not. I don't. Please, can you give
does
us?
it go as fast as the horses?
Yeah, sure. If you scared enough. I'm sorry. Come
Yes,
here.
please give us a few more
Uh,
minutes.
Takes a donkey and he's like,
Right. So, are we going for 3 or 4 horses?
3 horses and a donkey.
You want the donkey?
It's so
Are you
cute.
sure you want the donkey?
As long as it goes fast as
Well,
the
donkeys
horses.
can be very, very stubborn. You know that, Nebula, right?
So can I. We're gonna get along just fine.
Right. I would advise you not to get the donkey, but if you want to get the donkey, you're gonna pay for the donkey.
That's fine. I was gonna pay for the horse anyway.
Okay.
With my
Alright.
pocket money.
So, 3 horses and a donkey.
Yeah.
Right. Kieran, what do you think?
I think that's a good choice. We must make sure we have all the equipment for the horses. So it's
What color is the donkey?
he's brown, just dark brown, basically.
Right. Okay. So, hold on a second. So, that's 80 gold plus the donkey, which we don't know how much that is, but he said
No.
it's cheaper, right?
Yes,
Okay. So
80
that's-
gold times 3 for each horse, basically, for all the horses together.
Sorry?
Right? You have 80 gold is for each horse.
Each horse,
basically.
yeah. So that would be 240
Yeah.
gold plus the donkey, assuming it's around 300 gold, right? Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
I walk over to the guy.
Made a decision.
So, how much for the donkey?
10 gold pieces will do.
Right.
That's
So
without the saddle yet. So that will be 50.
Okay. So, we would want to buy 3 horses
Right?
for 200 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
And you mean including equipment, right? Including saddles and that.
Of course, yes. 3 horses and the saddles. Persuasion. Right. Okay.
Mhm.
I think this guy might be looking a little bit tired.
I did.
Right.
As you do so, like, like you'd say that, and then just a few bits of spit also fly out of your mouth, and you're at least like, he's like, 240 for the horses. Sorry,
Right.
they've never been ridden before, so they probably are gonna be a little rough around the edges, but it means they can be all. They're gonna be really your lovers. In that case.
Okay.
Can I try and charm him?
You can try.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's see what the charm exactly does. Right. Let's see.
He needs to make a wisdom saving.
Yeah, what was it saying? Okay. And he has to beat a 13. Gotcha. Thank you. Here we go.
Please, sir, do us a deal on these horses.
I'm sorry, but it's gonna be 240 for the whole bunch. For the horses, at least. Right.
Right.
There's no bargaining with some people.
I mean, it's gonna be 255 for the horses and the donkey. You know what? I'll get you saddlebacks, which with each the horses and the donkey. Right? That sounds like a deal.
Wow, you're a very good man. Okay.
I mean, it's part of it, really.
Sure thing. Adam?
Very well. But settled, Master K. Farmer.
What's
Do you
that?
have one in black?
Surely, right here. Let me
With
see.
some fire hooves.
A nightmare.
The eye.
There's a black one in there, yeah.
Good.
I can do the
Definitely.
fire on the hoops for you if you want.
It's alright, I can do a thing.
I don't have any names yet, so that's all up to you as well, really.
So how much is it for the whole thing?
For the whole thing, it'll be 255. That's gonna be tough on the wallet.
I'm gonna walk over to the one that looks the most gentle.
The most gentle, alright?
Yeah.
You take a moment to just pet a few of them and like.
Or the smallest. It's either the most gentle or the smallest.
Well, they're all full-size adult horses, basically. So the smallest you would have to go for a pony in that case, but
No. Hell no.
But yeah, I would say the one which is like fully brown is the one which seems to be responding the calmest towards your hand on its face.
I take out an apple from my pouch
Look at you. Yes.
and I give it to I
As soon as
give
you
it to the
flush-
horse.
As soon as you hand it over, immediately like.
What's this one's name?
They don't have any names just yet. It's all
Oh,
up to you.
really?
Take your pick.
Are they okay?
I mean,
Has anyone tamed them?
they've been used to alive in the field, so they're not like wild. But
Okay.
riding is gonna take some getting used to, probably.
Right. Okay. I'll take this one.
Yeah, take your pick, everybody. They should all be in the same not much condition as Annie. Really? You wanted the donkey, lady,
Yeah, love him. Oh,
right? The donkey coming in. Well. The
No,
donkey
I
actually
don't
has a
think-
name, though. I don't know if you want to keep it, but his name is Harrison. He's a good one.
I'll think about it.
Harrison.
It's Harrison, yes. Come here, Harrison. You can watch this from behind him, the donkey slowly.
Been sitting here for the last 10 minutes trying to think of a fantastic name for him. You're like, yeah, he's already called Harrison.
All right.
So what horse do you guys take? I would say Karen takes. Oh my, that's a good one. The black one with white dots, because that's like yin yang. So.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll go up to the black one.
And I'll take the brown one.
All right, there's this donkey.
Come on,
Alright.
Harrison.
Are you showing that face actually while he's watching? He's like, well, you know, a name's just a name, really. If you, it's surely gonna take some time for him to adapt to it. But I don't think he ever listened to Harrison, anyways.
Is mine a boy or a girl?
They're
Have a look.
have a look.
I'm gonna have a look. I'm asking
Roll
as the
for it.
DM. I'm
Make a
looking to
perception
see
check.
if it's exactly. Can I see a dong or not?
you don't see a dog.
Right.
You don't.
Okay, so
I don't know much about horses, but it doesn't matter when we're riding horse. I don't think so.
it matters for me. Okay.
Yes. I'm just like thinking about it. Like, are riding horses male or female?
So
No, it doesn't. It
sexist.
doesn't actually matter, Luca.
Good.
I don't think.
Unisex.
You're riding a horse.
I'm not trying to discriminate the horse here, okay? So just
He identifies as an Apache helicopter, please. Yes,
Ooh,
dreams.
definitely one of
Okay.
those.
all right, girl. So I'm still feeding her the apple.
Yeah, it was gone as soon as you popped it out, basically.
Okay.
Come on,
I
put
take
my
out
head
another.
around and
I
also take a bite out the apple.
No, you're too late because just the horse's mouth is like. Just immediately gone.
Oh,
I have a
few
feeling
bits.
we'll get along very well, and I just pat
my
her
own
on the on the side of the
Yes, gotcha. And it responds with just a horse sound. Neigh. You know, like a neigh. No, it's more like a.
That was quite a nay.
That's kind of that's how English people say it, like neigh, because that's fun. In Dutch, we don't say neigh. Actually, we say like he or something.
met a horse.
Right.
Just like. That's how it responds.
So could we take them for a ride right now? I mean,
Did Adam already pay? That's the question here. Did he?
No, I will take the money and pass it on to him.
He takes it and he's like, "Oh, you're first gonna need a saddle, really. If you have a minute or so, I can
sure thing.
get
Yeah.
those ready."
Yeah, sure thing. Okay, we'll wait here then.
All right. He's got like the saddles are a few saddles hanging up here in the barn, and he takes some and he like he throws them over one side and he connects them at the bottom. It takes 5 minutes or so, and he even a donkey has a nice little saddle, not as big as the horse's saddle, but it works. And he takes a few bags, he attaches them to the side of the saddles, and it's
While he's doing this, I give Adam 80 gold.
Cool. Thank you.
Wait, did Adam pay for all of them?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Oh, in which case I give Adam 15 gold.
15. Oh. Thank you.
My cheap ass donkey. My cheap ass.
cheap as that.
So, question for the DM now. The pouches.
Yes.
Does that mean extra storage?
Yes, actually, the horse itself already can carry some baggage, and it's it gives you a little extra of.
Can you tell us
Extra?
how much extra? So then.
Oh, trust me, you don't need it. It's enough. It's enough.
Okay, all right. So if I want to put Nebula in there,
How heavy is Nebula?
I don't know. I don't think I've filled that part in yet. Been eating a lot of stew.
no, I'm just curious.
It
like,
wouldn't fit in the bag, but they can definitely handle some equipment. and
some
size.
equipment and stuff like. Okay, all right. Oh, cool. Okay. So guys, what do you think? Maybe we should take them out for a little spin.
For a spin, little test drive.
You know, just to see how we get along with them.
Mm.
That might be a good idea.
To give you a little. Okay, let me see. Okay, so the horse can carry roughly 4 times Murden's weight what you're carrying. And so that's all your weight that you're carrying. Roughly 4 times that.
4 times, right? Okay.
So like 500 OB.
Okay, cool.
And the donkey?
The donkey surprisingly holds up very well with the capacity as well. Slightly less, but still a lot. He's slightly slower though in full speed. So a horse would be 60 feet at full speed. A donkey would be 40.
Wow. Right.
But that's only if you like go full draft. But that's likely to happen.
Good to know.
Yeah. I mean, what we were expecting, a donkey's never as fast as a horse, so you've been scammed. No, just kidding.
Okay.
It was a cheap buy though, bargain.
Well, yeah.
All right. So he leads you basically out of the field. He opens the barn doors and he helps some of you on the horses as you're all a little rough with it. He leads you out, opens up the gate of the walled of the wooden fences. He basically, these horses are yours, so he lets you go, and he's like,
All right. I try to climb on my brown horse.
for the sake of it, so because it's the first time with your own little horse, make a dexterity and let me see, athletics or acrobatics check in that case. I would go for athletics in your case.
Yeah, of course I would go for athletics, yes. Right.
It's rough, but you're like, and like you get yourself on there, but
Alright. What am I gonna call you now? Betsy.
isn't Betsy a cow name?
Alright, Betsy. Let's give this a go. And I go, yeah!
Takes a moment, but she starts to go and draft, and she's going, yeah,
Okay.
galloping,
it's a
galloping
start.
away, basically. Yes. And the farmer is like standing there at the gate. He's like, "Good luck, y'all, with the horses."
Thank you. I just want to go around the farm a little bit. That's
All right.
That's all.
He stands and watches. He's like, you can, if you look at his face of the man, he's really finally seeing his ladies in the field in the wild right now. He's proud. He's a proud owner.
Can I try and ride the donkey?
yes, you don't have to do anything for it because the donkey is roughly your size. So
Yeah.
Can I try mine as well?
yeah, Adam is also you're tall, so it shouldn't be too hard for you.
Too
It's
bad.
you're a little stiff though, but you get on easily.
No athletic
Karen
shit for
also-
anybody else? Damn, okay.
No, because you're a dwarf trying to mount a horse. It's a little harder for a dwarf than
Okay.
it was just this time though. But don't worry. It's just a little getting used to the horse in your case.
I go around the farm, and then I wait for everybody else to come.
Make
to...
animal handling check while you ride around, basically.
Holy shit, okay, hold
With
on.
advantage. With advantage.
Animal handling.
Next to your
Wow.
Wait,
So I'm gonna do the same and kind of like ride it.
all right. So also make an animal handling check without the advantage for you.
Right, that's a 4 for murder.
Oh dear.
All right, give me just a moment. I need to do this install. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Oh. Yeah.
So you all try to take it out for a spin,
Yes.
and you start. You murder up first, and you're going, and it's going at the first ball. It's going quite well, but when you're going off the road, it's like the saddle slowly starts shifting with you a bit, and you're slowly getting to the side, like whoa. Manage to pull yourself up, just fine. But the horse is like rough around the edges, really.
Oh,
It's like-
there, Betsy. Easy, girl, easy.
And Adam, what did you roll? Adam, did you roll yet?
12.
No, animal. 12.
Okay. Was that 12? Yeah, 12.
Oh yeah, I didn't scroll down. You're like Adam is sitting on the horse and he's like, you're not really moving along with the bumps of the horse. You're like sitting on the horse.
Do me.
Okay, do an animal handling check for the donkey, please.
Fuck.
As soon you expect this donkey to not go that fast, so you like take it, you like yeah, and it goes and it maybe goes in a full draft and it goes and you immediately like almost slip with one hand on the reins and you like fall back and it's like ah. You get.
As
you
we're
all
doing
manage to
this,
stay seated.
I'm gonna be like, well, we definitely need some work on these. To work on this. And I'm going like, oh, girl. I'm gonna try to stop Betsy.
Okay, you succeed.
Okay. Okay, girl. Right.
Where are the brakes on this thing?
Maybe like goes another round because she doesn't know how to stop.
Let's take it.
Shadow.
Let's take it slow this time. I guess we'll go to Susanna's then. I ask everybody.
Yeah.
Karen also seems very control. So Karen seems to have done this before with the horses. She's just standing there watching you all. She's a faint smile on her face as she watches you all struggling with the horses, and she's.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, Betsy, let's take it slow this time. And I'm gonna try to,
Alright.
go slow.
Because this is all still new, I want you to make another animal handling check with advantage for you, because that apple really did wonders.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Jesus. Hold on a second.
I need to get some carrots.
So that's 1. Fuck me, man. Fuck! Jesus Christ!
I think you feel like you're doing it very gentle this time, like the I don't know what's called, just
The reins, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be gentle with
And-
with her.
You're being a little too gentle at first. It doesn't go. It takes you a few attempts, but then it goes into a slight walk.
Okay,
pace.
and I just go like, okay. Well, this is better. All right.
With the armor on, I would say it's very interesting experience on the horse for the first time. as
Yeah. Okay.
well. All right. So at one point, also Nebula manages to get full control of a horse. For Adam, it's a little easier as well. And you all go with just a normal trot towards.
As they're
Susanna's.
like going along on my little donkey, I'm like, do I look like a badass now?
Yes, Nebula, says Karen.
No, you don't.
You look really cool.
Uh-huh. Are we there yet?
Yes, after a few minutes, you make it to Susanna's place.
All right. Can we? Is there a place where we can tie the horses?
There's definitely some space to get. You'll have to like squeeze them in there a bit because the road's not that wide, but you'll manage to get the horses
Okay.
set up there.
Okay.
Is there
What?
like a little bucket of water we can give them as well?
Yeah, surely. There's actually like a wooden pole where made for horses to have their reins strapped around it, basically to have them stay in position.
Okay.
That a boy, Harrison. I smack him on the butt.
As we get off the horses, I take another apple from my pouch and I just hand it over to Betsy and say, "Good girl, Betsy." Okay. And we go inside.
All right, you make your way inside.
Remember the days you used to give those apples to me?
All right, so you make your way inside. Now it's slightly later in the afternoon. And as you walk inside, you see all the drinks. And I see my own drink, which is not filled anymore. We're going to have a little short rest.
All right. Okay.
You
Cool.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with you.
In a few minutes, yes.
Those horse sounds are very interesting. I'm
need to work on those.
Okay.
No.
Hey!
Be
Was
right
it
back,
very-
guys.
See you in a bit. back, everybody. I never know when we're to be heard, Rusty. So it's tough.
To be
But welcome, we're back.
We're all back, yes.
Are we?
Are all back.
Mhm.
Nice.
Also, a late welcome to Hexic John. Those two, yeah. Welcome.
Hey guys,
Hey,
Hi.
watching.
welcome.
We're gonna continue.
Nay, motherfucker. Nay.
Now watch me, huh? Now watch me, nay, nay.
Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay.
Now watch me whip. That's where this song comes from. Damn it! Yeah.
It's all about horses.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Horses,
that's
yeah.
the creative. Yeah.
Minds of those people. All right. Okay. We're back. Back inside. Back inside the Sheeted Sword Inn.
Yeah.
Some very happy music playing. You look around. It's there's a few locals sitting around having a pint, having a mead.
So it's
Is
late
Susanna
afternoon, you
at-
said, right?
It's like in the middle of the afternoon right now.
Okay.
I'd say.
Is Susanna at like the bar place?
Yeah, she's at the bar itself.
Okay, I pretty run up. I'm like, Susanna, quickly.
What is it?
Do you have any carrots?
Surely. Just normal carrots.
Normal carrots. As many as you've got. As many as I can carry. Bring them over.
All right, just a moment. She moves towards the kitchen. As after a minute or so, she has this wooden little box, almost would say there's a little crate with like 10 to 15 carrots. She moves over and she plays on the bar. There is. What? You hungry again, Nebula?
Oh no, they're not for me for a change. I got a donkey. He's called Harrison. Don't ask. Okay.
That's a fantastic name.
How much for the carrots?
That would be see, some silver piece. Well, it's fine for carrots.
Look at me being a grown up paying for my own stuff. Thank you so much.
Well,
Stuff
you're
in
welcome.
my
Take good care of the donkey.
As this is
Okay.
happening, I presume the three of us would go and look for an empty table to sit down.
Yeah, you find a table. You sit down. It's really quiet now, so it's very easy to do so.
Well, not we got horses now. We have everything. Not much planning to do, eh? We can just chill out
gonna-
today.
Yeah.
Karen looks up at the table as well, and she's like, "Do we all have enough rations for the way there?"
Well, maybe we can ask Susanna. Maybe she can sell us some
Rip us some up.
meats and stuff like that before we
Probably, yeah.
leave.
Could do.
I still have a few myself. Miss Karen, should be
I
fine.
have, 10 rations. Is that?
Well, it's
Like,
just a
now?
day's walk to, right? A
We should
day's
be fine.
trip to
Riding
Ortusal,
now.
Oh,
so
loads.
I think we should be fine.
Surely.
Speaking of food, though,
If we get desperate, we can eat the apples and the carrots.
what carrots?
I bought some carrots for Harrison. I put them out and
Okay.
stuff on the table.
All right, those are for Harrison, aren't they?
Yeah.
Good, good, very
If I can-
very good thought of you, Nebula. Well thought.
Thank you.
And Karen places her hand on your right shoulder, and Nebula, she's like, "You're doing great, Nebula. You're finally responsible as well."
I'm like a proper little human being now.
So Nebula, real talk now. What the hell happened in the forest there with Lynn?
No, I wish. This is the thing, okay? I want to find out what this Patriarch thing is. Like, what is it? What am I? Look, okay, I'll be real with you. So, like, when we're fighting and stuff, like, my skin gets all weird and scaly, and it's really gross, and I don't know why it does it. But it only happens when we're fighting, and then it goes away again.
Right. Okay.
But like, it's
I'm
kind
listening.
of scary, right? Like, is it gonna stop doing that? Is it gonna get worse? I have no idea. I didn't want to tell you because I thought you might be mad at me.
Well, I mean, Adam over here noticed it a while back, but I didn't really think of it too much, right, Adam?
No, you didn't really understand it.
Exactly, yeah.
And Karen looks over. She's like, maybe you got bit by cockatrice, and it's a side effect. Maybe.
I
Has
don't know.
Has this always happened to you?
That's only quite recently it started happening.
Okay.
When you cast magic,
Mm.
okay, does it?
Yeah, when I'm playing around with my magics, when we're fighting, I might kind of get all like scaly.
Well,
Am
you
I a
know-
lizard?
I think you should tell us that. Right. Okay.
I don't think I'm a lizard.
All right. Well, I hope you're not a lizard, but
Same.
okay.
Unless I could camouflage into my environment, that would be good.
So, how did you learn your abilities? How did you come
Just
about your spells?
My first time I remember doing a spell was when I was sitting down by a campfire with Og, and
With
he
who?
was trying with my orc friend Og,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
and we had. Oh no, maybe you weren't here. Maybe that was a Kieran. Anyway, his name is Og, and we were sitting down by a campfire, and he was trying to light it, and he couldn't. And then suddenly, I could just poof, and then this fire happened, and I lit this campfire. And that's the first time I knew it happened. I was only like about this big, and
So
I don't.
you've been with Og all your life?
Yeah, he found me when I was a wee baby.
Okay.
How big are babies?
Depends. I don't know how big are elf babies, but like dwarf babies, they're pretty small.
12 babies.
Yeah. So why did you? What happened to Og?
Well,
Why did
he
you
was-
part ways?
He basically was shunned by his family, and he went back to try and, you know, make things right with them and find, because we were living rough. We were just staying outside and forever, and we were getting by though. You know, we were quite happy and everything. And he went back to sort of appease with them, and he said he would come back for me.
Why didn't you go with him?
Because if he took me, they wouldn't have had him back anyway. So he was going to try and make things right,
And where?
and I was going to wait here for him, and he was going to come back for me.
So, do you know where he went?
I have no idea.
Right. Okay.
But I have you guys now, so
I guess. Yeah. I guess. Okay. Don't you find it strange that he just left you here like that?
he's coming. He'll come back for me.
Yeah, but we're going away. How would he know where to find you?
Well, he shouldn't have took so long, should he? He'd be okay. He'd be with his family, if nothing else. I keep coming back and looking for him someday.
Okay.
I leave notes in our area.
And you don't know anything about your mom and dad?
Nope. Don't have a clue. Never met them.
And you
Don't
don't
even
want to
know
meet
if they're
them?
alive. I would love to meet them, but I don't know where they are, why they left me, what happened.
Maybe it's because you're a lizard.
Maybe it's because I'm a lizard.
Yeah. Clearly. Okay. Who's hungry? I'm hungry.
Let's go.
I would like some bread. Just kidding.
Oh, Kieran, of course. And I look for Susanna,
She's at the bar. You can see her
and I'm
behind the
like,
bar. She's busy. Hi. And she just moves back. She moves over to the table. Yes. Gonna get you.
well, since it's our last night here, maybe we should have a feast.
A feast.
That's yes. I hope you
So-
don't want any carrots with your feast. They're sold out. She smiles over it.
Right. So, bread for Kieran, I guess.
Two
And
pieces of bread
looks
for
over.
Kieran.
Kieran looks over. If we're gonna have a feast, then I can join in.
Perfect, Kieran. What would you like?
I mean, I'm not the one to arrange this, am I? The two biggest eaters should arrange this. She looks over to you, Merlin and Nebula.
Well, I would like a big
Pig!
steak.
Like a proper pig! Like a full-on pig with an apple in his mouth.
What a pig! Yeah, that a pig sounds very good. Haven't had pig in a while. Do you have any pig, Susanna?
A whole pig.
Yeah.
I can see what I can arrange. Probably.
Okay. Well, it's 4 of us, so
Yes.
I'm sure myself and Nebula can handle it.
I'll see. Anything else?
And ale for everyone.
Yes!
Karen looks over as well. She's like, can we have some salad or something with that as well? I'll
And
take a bit of
salad?
the pork.
Not salad. Yes.
What did you say? What is salad?
What is salad? Adam doesn't know what salad is.
It's just natural ingredients mixed into a nice fresh bowl of.
I don't think you like them, Adam. It's just greens.
What do you
It's
what
just
do you
vegetables.
like, Adam?
Sounds like something a lizard would eat.
Don't mind.
I think a
And
pig,
then Susanna's looking over it, and maybe just like
I think a whole pig with some potatoes, with some
potatoes,
salad,
right?
and with ale all around should do us well,
Um,
Susanna.
That will be possible. Give me an hour, and I'll surely have it ready.
Sure thing.
All right, be right there. She moves to the kitchen, and you can see it. She takes a cloth out and she starts wiping it over her forehead, and then she's like, ooh, she's getting ready for her ultimate, final 4 meal thingy. Yes.
I hope she has a stove big enough for that pig.
Well, it should be on a spike, shouldn't it?
I guess. I never
Well,
cooked
we'll
pig
see. We'll see
before.
when she gets here, right? I mean, she's never disappointed us with the food, so I'm not concerned. So, Nebula, what I wanted to ask you since the first time we met, but I thought it was a little bit awkward, but what's going on over here?
You keep asking me these questions that I have no answers for.
You don't know what happened to your eye.
I've had this ever since, again, I was found as a baby.
Well, you're a bag of mysteries, aren't you?
I am.
Right. Okay.
Maybe Og knows why I have this on my eye, but I'm
Why?
not sure.
How come you never asked him?
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of normal
Hmm.
until I started seeing other people properly.
So you don't see with that eye.
I can. It's like cloudy, but I can definitely see out of it. You're just a bit foggy.
Right. I go closer to her and try to look into her eye. Can I see anything?
I would say it looks very like misty, very foggy. It's almost as if a white fog has traversed over her pupil and stuff. It's you don't see the pupil itself really well anymore.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I have this scar down it. So I
yeah, that
guess
definitely
maybe I
looks like an
was-
injury. So how come you don't know what that is?
Again, I've had it ever since I can remember, so I have no idea how it got there, why I have it.
Kieran, Adam, don't you find this strange?
Karen looks over. She's like, actually, no. And she looks at her own. She points at her own eye.
Oh yeah, that's right. But you don't have a scar.
No, it was just an injury when I was a child.
Okay, and I go over and look at Kieran's eye really close to her face.
It's like you can see her iris still and her pupil still, but it's like slightly gray. It's not like completely gone as in Nebula's eyes, but it's just like
So what happened to you there, Kieran?
it was an accident when I was playing with my brother and sister as a child.
Oh,
It's alright. It happens. It wasn't voluntarily done, so it's alright.
and do you see with this eye?
Not too well.
I see. Okay, all right. Well, there you have it. Brothers, right?
Yeah, rough ones.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it was all fun and games, That's how it goes, children.
Adam, what do you make of these two?
I mean, just now that I'm thinking about it, I think I trust them a little bit more.
Why would you say that?
Well, definitely Kieran. She seems fairly normal, though.
Thank you, Adam.
What's so normal about me?
I don't need to explain that, do I?
I suppose.
But she's intriguing. Nebula.
Is she now? Adam, you're beginning to sound kind of weird there. Okay.
Her skin becomes scaly, and her eyes. Certainly an interesting story. So why wouldn't you be fascinated by that?
What do you know about her eyes?
Nothing. Clearly something that she was either born with or something happened when she was younger.
Uh-huh.
Karen looks over as well as she looks over to you, Adam, and she's like, well, if we're going to talk about her scaly arms, you literally summoned darkness. Right?
Yeah, then what's that about?
What is that about, Adam?
I just can. Do it. I can just do it. Weird.
I mean, I don't want to be rude, but that's as vague as the answers Nebula gave us.
But yes, it's the truth.
See, he gets it. Just happens.
I mean,
It's like something
yes.
inside of us. Speaking of something inside of us, does anything feel really weird lately? Like, I feel like empowered and like, I don't know. I feel like I have all of this energy inside of me.
Maybe just because you're... How old are you again?
I think I'm like 13-ish.
Right. Maybe it's that, or maybe, again, it's because you're a lizard.
What do you mean maybe because it's that? What does that mean?
I don't know, I guess you'll find out. I don't know. I'm just rumbling. Don't mind me.
Rumbling. Like the rumbles.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, have you guys seen Susanna yet?
you're gonna hear sounds emerging from the kitchen area. She seems to be occasionally see her walking past the door, but she's staying in the kitchen and she's just really busy with it.
Do you want me to tell you or ask her how long she's going to be?
Well, no, I was just wondering if... She said an hour, right? So... I don't know. I just don't want this one to turn into a lizard now. She needs to get fed, apparently. She's feeling all powerful and stuff.
I do it anyway. I cast message to to Susanna.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need a... Is there any word limit? I don't think there's a word limit.
No, I don't think there's a word limit.
You can write her
A fucking
a
poem.
novel.
I will, yeah, I suppose I'll just, hold my hand out for this one. I get some copper wire. And I will say, it's Adam. How long will you be? Like this nurse, if you want. I'd rather if you didn't.
You could hear from the kitchen areas and some scream, gasp, / amazement, sort of what? And it's just something like that, and yeah.
And I will be, because we heard him, I'll be like, yes, Adam, we know who you are. What are you talking about?
She pokes her head out of the kitchen door.
I point towards where Susanna is.
Adam, what did you just do?
I asked you how long you'd been.
Just a moment. I'm almost ready.
Okay.
She looks really confused.
Adam, what did you just do?
Oh, I learned something new.
Wait, did you learn something new?
Yes, I can. Well, now this morning.
All right.
Yeah, I can message people.
Okay.
Can you do one to me if I go stand at the other side of the room?
Guess so, yeah.
Okay, get up and go to the other side of the room and just like get in a rugby position and wait, like. Nothing's happening!
Maybe it's broken. Oh dear. Shame.
Oh man!
It's a cooldown, I can't.
I come back down and sit down.
So
Then I cast message and I speak Infernal into Whisper Infernal to Nebula. So it's like
Yeah, it sounds like.
What the fuck was that?
what was what?
I don't know. I think I need to lay down. When's the food coming?
5 minutes after you said that, the food comes in. She comes in with a plate, not a full pig, but pieces of it. She makes them seem all nice and stuff like that. Potato salad with it as well, normal salad, meat as well. And she's after she brought it all in several times, walking back and forth. She stops. She comes back to the table. Let the feast begin.
Susanna, if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. Also, tell your father if he wants to join us, he's more than welcome as well.
Father's not here, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Oh, nothing to worry about. He's at home.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry, it's not a courtesy of me to join the patrons.
well, okay.
But I have to say, because you've been such great patrons and such kindness shown to your host, I must say, this meal's on me.
Whoa. You don't have to do this, Susanna. You've been great so far.
No, please. See, there's my thank you for your kindness and your stay, your quite long stay, and I hope to see you again someday when you. Yes.
Well, we might come back to Lathorn. We don't know. We're going to Ortusal tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
So, but you never know. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Yes, indeed. Oh, enjoy.
Thank you, Susanna. One more thing. Can I ask you? Would you happen to have some apples for sale, or could you arrange some apples for me in the morning?
Yeah, I can get a deal done with Abram. Oh, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that would be great. If you could
Right.
just,
That's right.
I don't know,
Um,
maybe 10 apples. That should do it.
That'll do. I'll make sure it's ready in the morning then.
Yeah, thank you very much, Susanna.
Right. Well, enjoy. And she goes like that, and she walks towards the bar.
And I start eating like a pig.
Eating a pig like a pig.
Hell yeah!
I gotcha.
This is such a good pig.
It's the best pig!
No, right?
Like crunching on the bones.
Theron starts eating the salad very slowly and the potato salad.
So I was thinking, as I'm eating, guys, tomorrow if we're gonna leave early, right? I was thinking we do as Demariel said. We go to that tavern. What was the name of it? The Breathwaite Tavern or something like that. In the tourist area. You know, we just go in there. We just get some rooms in there, and yeah, I think that's the best. That's the best way to do it, right?
You want to get a map as well, don't you? So we can
Well, yeah, but
know the area.
yeah, but I think maybe when we get there, we can find some more information about the city overall, places of interest, and so on. Let's just act like tourists. Yeah. Yeah, that should do it. We don't know any points of interest and why we're going there, but yeah, we'll act like tourists.
It's just a big family holiday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
And we continue eating.
You continue eating it's really good. And yeah, after an hour or so, I would say you're done and you're so full. You're it feels like your stomach is exploding.
Oh yeah.
It's about the beginning of the evening right now. It's a few hours have passed. You've had a good drink, a good last meal, a last supper. Yeah, you're.
Well, that was a very good meal.
was
Oh,
a good
I do
pig.
say so myself.
It was enjoyable.
Right. Well, I'm very curious to see where this adventure takes us. And if we can help Demariel out, that would be great. If not, well, we'll see. Am I right?
Agreed. And if nothing else, we got some cool horses and a donkey out of it.
Exactly. Yeah. We should definitely think about a name for ourselves, though.
We should.
I agree. Just kidding. I think it'd also be smart if we want to be up early. We should also go to bed early, right?
Sure thing. You're right, Kieran. You're right.
I don't know what time you were thinking of, Merlin. It depends on you, I'd say.
Well, yeah, we could leave early in the morning, like first. Like at maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, something like that.
Sounds right.
Yeah, to get a good start. An early start of the day. Because Demariel
Yes,
said
I
one
think
day,
that's-
right? So we'll see. I don't really want to get to Ortusal late in the night, but yeah.
And otherwise, we'll just have to set up camp at the side of the road. In any
Yeah.
case,
All
we'll be
right.
fine. We've survived in the cave, so we can do it. at the road.
Definitely, yeah. Can you make any other healing potions?
I can try. I do have the ingredients actually, so
Mhm.
I'll head upstairs soon, and I'll try to work on
Yeah.
it.
Maybe just to have them ready as well, and
Yes.
of course maybe in Ortusal we'll find other provisions and other stuff to buy in there, because if it's such a big
Sure
city, they definitely must have things. Also,
Yes.
guys, and I'm looking at Adam and Nebula, maybe we should try to keep a low profile with the magic stuff in there as well, because you don't know, right?
I look at Nebula. I really should.
Okay.
No lizarding around. I got it.
Yes, Nebula. No funny business, okay?
No
Let's
funny
just
business.
keep it as safe as possible, and not to attract attention to us ourselves, because we definitely don't want that. All right.
Murden, I've been looking at that wind fan of yours, and I don't know when you are going to inspect it, but
Well, I was thinking of inspecting it tonight.
okay, all right, that's yes. I would. I must say it suits my style, but that's up to you.
Right.
Um,
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at it myself.
Yes, please do.
Thanks, Kieran.
Right.
All right. Well, here's to a good night and a good adventure. And I cheers.
Y'all
everybody.
raise the cups and clink, 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 and
Clink.
some meat gets spilled. And yeah, you guys have a good ending of your dinner, and I guess you assume afterwards go upstairs to
Go
your
upstairs,
separate
yeah.
rooms.
I want to say goodnight to Harrison first.
All right, you make your way outside. You can see
I've-
the horse and donkey still there. He's standing there.
Someone's stolen them already.
Could be.
So I give him a carrot. Does he eat it?
He immediately starts eating it. As soon as you present it in front of his face, he's like.
And I give him a little kiss on his nose and say goodnight.
He doesn't really respond, but he seems to be after enjoying the carrot. Like he ate it already, but he's still like gnawing on it.
Okay.
Okay, then I get back in and go upstairs to bed.
Alright.
I go upstairs and I start focusing on the amulet. I just start staring at it like intently, like what is this gonna do? Just look at it.
All right.
Anything magical?
You start to focus at it for an hour or so. Like it at the start, the first half hour, I'd say, first half hour doesn't really do anything. It seems, but after that point, you start to really, like, you start switching sort of focusing modes in your mind, trying to see what works.
Yeah.
And at one point, you start to feel sense the magical essence inside, and you start to feel almost as if your fingers start to tingle very faintly.
Mm-hmm.
You have it in your hands, I would say, probably when you're focusing on it.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
I'm looking at it like.
Your fingers, your hand starts to tingle very, very faintly and in the background, but you feel as if you're reaching towards the essence inside while you're still holding it in your hand. And at one point after half an hour more, that same feeling seems to increase.
Okay.
At one point, and at one point it stops, and you feel as if a button gets clicked inside of your mind, almost like a snap of an instant. You see as the amulet, the amulet itself starts to light up for a second.
Okay.
Just a brief moment of light as it immediately comes down again. It's normal amulet. And
Okay, I just hold it in my. I close my hand on it, and I just put it on my chest.
you somehow feel through your hands and through the amulet, you feel your heart beating as well.
Mhm.
Through the amulet itself.
Mhm.
And it's almost as if you're attuned to the object right now,
almost.
aware of its presence.
All right.
Um,
Okay. So
And
I
with
just.
almost, I mean you are.
Okay,
So if you
so I
look in your inventory in D&D Beyond, you can already see what it does.
Okay. All right. I will. So I take it and I just put it across on my neck, like yeah. I just
Alright.
put it on and I just put it inside my thing, and then I take the fan out.
All right.
And I try to do the same thing. I'm like, okay, so this does that. All right, okay. And then I take the
Alright.
fan out. I'm like,
For this one, make an Arcana check, please.
1 second. Arcana check. All right.
It's really hard to pinpoint what this item actually does. You seem to faintly, very as if kilometers away from you, you feel this magical essence inside of it, but that's it. It stops there. It doesn't increase, and you don't really seem to get the deeper meaning of this item or what it's capable of.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, I put it back in the bag
All right.
and I go to sleep.
All right. So let me see. I'm gonna have Karen make a medicine check to see. Well, she's gonna brew it up. A medicine check plus nature check plus her proficiency. D20 plus 3. She takes quite a bit before she manages to brew with the ingredients she has another healing potion. That's it. After that, she immediately goes to bed as well, and yeah, that's it. Anybody else wants to do anything before they go to sleep?
Don't think so.
Right. Okay, well then the night passes. You all have a long rest. Yeah, that the night passes by peacefully. You can hear some faint noise outside, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
The morning rises. You can hear some of the chickens, the hens, and singing their beautiful morning song. You can hear as people start to wake up outside, and that's it's not all 3 people yet because it's probably early in the morning, so around 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's
Well,
all.
I get up and I walk down.
All right.
Okay.
I'll do the same and then go down to see Susanna
Yeah.
before I go. Is she there still?
Same for me.
Susanna is right now. You can see she's looking very sleepy behind the bar, but she's standing there. Yes.
Susanna, do you have an apple?
Oh yes, the apples. You should before you go to the general store. You should have arranged it. Have it ready.
Then I don't really want to go see him.
Oh, just a single apple.
I just want one.
I probably have one. Just a moment. Takes a moment, 30 seconds in and out of the kitchen, and she returns with an apple and she hands it over to you.
How
I'm
much?
sorry, that's you can have it. That's right. Not worth
Sorry.
the
Okay.
effort. No.
Well, thanks. And I walk out to Shadow, my horse. I'm going to call him Shadow.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
All right, and she waves you goodbye, sort of already. All right, so
I also go downstairs to my donkey.
So what do you do?
I go out to Shadow and I kind of make eye contact and I hold out the apple right in front of him and goes, eat.
As you hold it out, he waits, but as soon as you say eat, he starts eating it.
Good.
Seems to be very
Pat him on
disciplined.
Stroke him a
Alright.
little bit.
I
Good.
feel like as he's doing that, I'm feeding Harrison a carrot. But like I'm looking at this well-trained horse, but Harrison is like slobbering all down. my-
Yes, he's like licking your hand as well. You're like this donkey horse. Harrison.
Before I leave, thanks. I go to Susanna and I say thank you very much for your hospitality, Susanna. It was wonderful.
Thank you very much, Merlin, and thank the rest for me as well. It's been my absolute pleasure to have you as guests. Really.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see each other again. And I go in to shake her hand.
She extends her hand at the other side of the barn. She shakes it.
And
You can
as-
see the morning. Her eyes haven't opened fully yet, but you can see a small watery bit in the side of one of her eyes, and she's an
Okay.
easily emotional lady.
And as I take my hand, she will have a gold coin in her hand.
She gulps for a moment, and you always surprise me. But once again, many thanks, and I'll give my regards to my father as well. And he would want you to be safe on your journey as well. So
Thank you,
many
Susanna.
thanks. Be safe.
Okay, and I go out and I go to the stable, where the horses are.
Yeah, that's right in front. You can see Karen, Edmund, and Nebula are there feeding the horse and the donkey.
Well, guys, short stop to the general store, and then we should be on our way. Let's go. And I get up on Betsy.
You wouldn't have to get on your horse because it's right across. The general store is right
Oh,
across.
it's
the
right
cor-
across the. Oh, right.
the
Okay,
Devon.
then. Okay, so then
You could still wander here if you want to.
no, I'll walk then. I'll walk.
Alright. So you
Walk
make
to
your way
the-
inside. I would say Karen follows because she had a bit of contact with Abram as well. There's a little bell ring as you enter, which seems to be new in the store. Bring. And you can hear some stumbling from behind. It takes a minute, but then the one and only Abram shows his face as he's like, hello, it's you again. Can I help? You've
Abraham,
returned.
just the man I was looking for. I understand Susanna talked to you a bit.
The carrots have been arranged. I've got them right here.
Apples, not carrots.
Gotcha.
But if you have carrots, we'll take some carrots as well.
I do have carrots actually. Do you want some extra?
Yes, of course.
Alright, that will be a silver piece, and I'll get you a nice little good amount of carrots as well.
Okay, perfect.
Alright. Should last you a little while. I guess it's for the animals, right?
Well, the carrots are for Nebula, but the apples, yeah, are for the.
Yes, I see. Alright, just a moment, and he leans over to his left where he had the little wooden crates ready with the apples as arranged, and he places them on the bar, and he moves into the back as you can hear him taking out another crate filling it with some carrots, and he comes over.
How many carrots?
Roughly 10 or so. Say. That will
Okay.
be a silver piece for the carrots.
Here you go. And I give him the money.
Fine business doing it, if you would.
Thank you. I take the apples. I look at Adam and I throw one at him. Here you go, Adam.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And
Pretty
the rest
solid.
I put in my pouch.
Anything else I can help you with, gentlemen and lady? As he looks over to Kieran. I assume Nebula's not there. Is Nebula not there? If Nebula's there, he also not do.
I just walk out of the store because I did my bit.
Oh,
I'll
safe
follow
travels.
Hmm?
I also awkwardly walk out.
Kieran stands back a bit and as she waits for you to move on, and she nods and thank you, Abraham, she says as she walks out. Very politely.
Okay.
Yeah, you're outside at the horses.
We get
and
the
then-
horses and let's
Get on the
go.
horses.
Hi ho,
Alright.
Silver.
Hi ho!
Wahoo!
Silver Shadow, Harrison, and Yin Yang.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Hang on, before we set off,
Yes.
is there like any sticks around on the floor?
In the town itself, not really.
Just like one little stick.
Yeah, you probably find a little branch or something, yeah. Sure.
Okay, so this little branch, I want to pick it up, and I want to tie a bit of string to it, and I want to put the carrot on the end of it.
A fishing one.
And I
Gotcha.
want to dangle it in front of Harrison.
He
Alright, ready to go!
he immediately starts walking. As soon as you dangle it over in front of his head, he starts moving forward in a
Okay.
very normal pace.
We move forward, yeah.
All right, so you make your way. You would assume it's the way towards the soul.
Yeah, slowly, and as we walk slowly, I take out the fan from the pouch and I go towards Kieran and say, "Well, I had no luck with this, so here you go, Kieran. Hope you make good use of it."
She leans over from the horse and she takes it. And that's very kind of you, Modin. I'll see what I can do. She places it in her bag.
And then we
Alright.
make our way to Ortusal.
You continue. There's a few things I would like to know. As soon as you're out of Lathorn, what kind of pace would you wanna
I don't
keep
know,
up at?
like
Quite a steady pace, right?
steady pace, yeah, normal, like.
A very steady pace, right? Because you could go full sprint if you'd like to.
No,
but
no,
that
no,
would-
no,
that'd be
no.
very-
We don't want to tire the horses.
Alright,
We just
gotcha.
I don't want to miss anything.
we're going at the tourist pace.
The tourist space, gotcha. Okay, so you
No.
make your way out of Lathorn. To the way you've been basically riding the way to the Conquered Caves as well. But before at that one point where you had to go to the right, you can see the road goes on and it goes. It's like cobblestone road slightly.
Okay.
And you can see like a slight sign showing this one. The way to the Conquered Caves. There seemed to have been a sign over there as well, pointing that direction. It's been like cut away from that sign.
Mhm.
The other sign shows Ortusal, basically.
Okay.
So you know you're heading the right way. Yeah, you keep on going for, I would say, 3 to 4 hours. You look around you. You see the natural splendor of what seems to be the nature, which you really, well, it's much alike to Lathorn. You can see on the right the distant mountains, distant forests.
So we're going through like a field, right? There's no.
Yes.
Okay. So
I
we-
would say to your left and right will be fields, but to your right will be the forest. To your left is just.
So if we were to, I mean, we can see behind us, right, the whole way to Lathorn, basically. Like if someone is behind us, we would see that.
Yes, I would say the first part you'll be able to, because Lathorn is based on a hill. At one point, you'd slowly make your way down. You don't even notice, but it's
Yeah.
yes. At one point, it disappears behind the horizon, basically behind the hills. Then the area, the path itself, the road, it's not very even. It's sometimes going up a bit, sometimes going down a bit, and it reaches this natural structure of height differences here and there. And then after 3 or 4 hours walking with the horses, you occasionally see a fellow horse riding towards Lathorn, man on a horse, not just a horse. At one point, after 4 hours, you see in the distance what seems to be, for you, still a dot, but make a perception check, everybody. At the side of the road, you see it. You spot something. A figure. in the distance.
What is it?
A larger figure.
Perception, did you say?
Yes.
+3. Ooh,
Let me get the road music.
cool. 5. I'm concentrating on shadow.
1.
We're rolling good tonight. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
baby!
nice.
Yes. Someone sees
Alright.
something, definitely.
All right, maybe like you see, Murder also spots the figure itself, but you cannot really make out what it is. Nebula, you see in the distance what seems to be the shape of a carriage, but at the side of the road, not on the road itself, but slightly off to the side. Next to it
Crashed or?
seems to be a figure, a humanoid figure standing. as you get closer with the horses, just a slow pace, normal pace, you look as you see some of the wheels on the right side seem to be completely evaporated into what seems to have been a dirty little accident. You can see that there used to be a horse in front, but it's not there. You can see the man, black hair, like the hair hanging over his side of his face, basically a bit, a slight light chin beard, human, seems to be in his 40s, as he's just like muttering to himself at the side of the road. As you slowly get closer, he's like, it's hard to hear what he's saying, but.
Do you guys see this?
See what?
That's a carriage over there and a mysterious man. Adam, looks like he could be your dad or brother or something.
Right.
As soon as you get close, you also start to notice it. Everybody else.
Okay.
You see as this man seems to have crashed with his carriage at the side of the road.
How unfortunate.
Do you think that guy that passed us stole his horse?
Hello, my good man.
He looks over.
Are you alright?
Hello. Well, I wish I could say that. Damn it.
What happened?
I got off the track, off the path. Horse broke its legs. You can now see as you're getting closer, you can see in front of the carriage seems to be a horse laying on its side, visibly in pain. My carriage is all fucked up. Damn it.
Well,
You don't happen to have any spare parts, do you?
no, unfortunately we don't, but we're going to Ortusal if we can give you a lift if you want.
No, I need to stay with my wares. I'm sorry, man. Damn it.
Are you sure you want to stay here? I mean, I'm sure if you go to Ortusal, you can find help there.
I've worked a fine amount of time to get this haul ready, and now I'm finally ready to sell it in order to sell, and this fucking shit happens at the side of the road.
Well, what's the
Luck's not
point?
with me.
What's the point in you staying here if you can't do anything about it? It's not like you can carry your carriage,
That's
right?
right, but I'm hoping that there's probably a patrol passing by soon, or anybody who can help. Or
I jump off of Harrison and I walk up to the horse and I touch him and I cast Healing Word on him.
oh, look at that. All right. So how does that work? Let me see.
I don't know. It's new.
1d4 plus.
Plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
All right. Let me 1 second. But it's because it's the cleric spells you chose. It has to be the cleric modifier. What's the cleric modifier? Do you know by any chance? Let me see. Constitution modifier in this case. It will be. I think. Wait. Let me see. Spellcasting.
It's is it wisdom?
Wisdom. It's wisdom.
It's wisdom. It's wisdom.
Okay, so add your wisdom to it.
Oh, my con was 4, my wisdom is 0. Fuck. Okay.
So
Sorry.
roll d4 plus
0.
0.
Plus nothing. Okay.
I'd say there's. You can see it at one side at the basically at the root of the leg. You have the foot and the leg moving out to its body, and where the leg attaches to its body, there you can see this cut because it just broke and it seemed to have snapped. And as you cast this healing word on it, you seem to slightly heal the wound itself, but the legs don't magically fit into place. They're very broken. The 2 front legs of the beast seem to have. Yeah.
While she's doing that, can I see what's inside the cart?
Yeah, make a perception check. Oh well, investigation check in this case.
Can I help him? As
Yes. You're being aided, so advantage.
Investigation check. Okay. Well, yeah.
oh, that's nearly 20.
Right.
Very nice, very nice.
14.
You can see in the side of the carriage itself, it's more like of a covered cart, basically. You can see inside what seems to be bags, several bags, what seems to be minerals inside. You don't really seem to know what sort of minerals it is, but it looks expensive from the side that you Of?
Well, I mean, if you don't want a lift, there's nothing that we can do to help you, my friend. But we can try to send someone in from Ortusal if.
That would be fantastic, actually. You see, I can let my wagon go unprotected here. It's worth a shit ton, and I.
Well, we do have 4 horses. We could load up everything that's in your wagon if you want in our saddlebags and take you to Ortusal and.
I appreciate the gesture, friend, but this is not gonna.
Insight
horses.
check.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
want to see if he's hiding something or not. Why isn't he accepting our help? Fuck insight.
Maybe he just doesn't want our help.
I don't care.
Maybe Madden's is too goddamn helpful.
He seems to be alright caring about his wares, and he seems to be genuine about that. The wares are heavy. That's why he's on a wagon and not on a horse itself.
All right. Well.
I mean, if you pass a guard or anyone that could possibly help, please send them this way. It's hard to miss.
We'll definitely do that.
I have to get my horse out of misery as well. Jesus.
I'm sorry, we couldn't help you more, friend.
It's alright. I'm sorry to have been this ugly sight on your travel.
All right. What is your name, if you don't mind me asking?
Name's Ralph.
Ralph. Okay, Ralph.
Ralph Dackworth. I'm a merchant in Ortusal, but it's I'm not gonna have anything to sell when I leave my wares out here in the open. Fucking hell.
I'm sorry, Ralph. That's.
It's alright. It's alright. You heading to Ortusal yourself, then?
Yes, we are actually. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I hope to see you there at one point, hopefully.
Okay, Ralph. Stay safe.
Anyways, stay safe yourself, right?
And
Waves
we
it
go.
up. He moves to his horse.
Get my carrot in position.
Alright, and you keep on moving. You can hear as you're walking off. Does anybody look behind you? Just what he's doing? Alright. I would say maybe like caring about the horse. You look behind you as you see him walking to the horse. You see as he takes out a dagger. Like he shakes his head negatively. And you can hear this loud screeching noise of the horse, and it's like watch as he places it in the neck, and it's just like makes for an awful echo within the fields as well. Just this horrible sound of agony. You can see him there sitting on his knees still in front of his horse, desperate.
Does he look sad about it?
Yes, he seems to be disturbed by it himself. Yes, but it's something he had to do because there's no way he was going to save that horse otherwise.
No, he's spell slot on that motherfucker.
You didn't because it was a cantrip, wasn't it?
Nope.
It is actually. You're right. You tried. So you keep on moving. I would say for 3 hours more, you keep on moving. You see, at one point at the travel, you can see as 2 wagons from the side of the direction of Ortusal seem to be making their way towards the opposite direction that you're headed. Basically, they ride past. You can see in front of the first wagon is this man, this slightly younger blonde man, very clean shaved, sitting in front of his wagon. He's like, as you ride past, he's like, "Good day."
Are you going to Lathorn? Sorry for asking.
You slowly encounter each other, and yes, you scream towards each other. Yes. What's it to you?
There's a merchant down the road that crashed his cart. Maybe you guys can help him. He's very hard to miss. Just so you know.
We'll see what we can do. I should just
okay.
go past each other for a second. And it's
that's it.
very awkward conversation, very quick, short conversation. And he keeps on moving. You can see, and they keep on going. The 2 wagons keep on moving. You can see as the area starts to get a little more rocky at this point. You seem to be heading slightly off curve towards the mountains, slightly. As you can see, like boulders to the left and right start to show up. Not as frequent, but occasionally here and there you can see it. The road itself seems to be in a fairly decent condition, so it doesn't give you any disadvantage on riding or something. So you just keep on going. At one point, around, I would say, evening time, you can still not see in the distance Ortizo itself. It seems the one day of travel, what the Mario has said, was a very optimistic guess.
Okay.
And it starts to turn dark very slowly. Sun starts to set down.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't see Ortusal in front of us at all. Seems that it might be more than a day travel.
So be it. You better
Good job we
start.
got the horses.
Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should go on for a while longer, and if we don't find anything, we should pull over and camp for the night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get him the response. I think that's. I think we should go on for a bit, and then if it gets too dark, we should find a good spot. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe.
Sure.
What do you guys think? We should try to go a bit faster.
Pick up
I
the
mean,
pace a little bit.
if the horses get tired, we can always just stop and camp anyway, right? Or we can get there and we'll be good.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
If anyone asks, we're just traveling faster.
Because we want to get to Ortusal before nightfall. Duh.
And we're so excited about our vacation.
Exactly. Okay, we
Right.
increase the pace.
All right. So increase space, going a little faster, not like full gallop yet. I assume just to like slightly.
I think we should go full speed for Harrison.
Gotcha.
As in,
All right.
you know.
He's going pretty far. Like he's going as best as he can. As the horses just have to do a slight gallop, but they can keep up with that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you said, yeah, okay. All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we're going
it's like
faster.
Yes, it's all right. So you increase your pace a bit. Yeah, the
Yes.
horses start to exhale a little bit more and make a few more frequent sounds. After an hour or so, in the distance, you can see at this point the mountains are zooming up quite close. It's not directly a mountain, but you can see like the curves of the mountain are probably only miles away.
Okay.
You're not going straight for the mountains, but you're like slowly curving towards them.
Mm-hmm.
And the darkness still starts to fall down as even you increase your pace.
And
No,
we don't see anything in front of us.
nothing in the distance. No. The amount of people that you saw has also decreased. The last few hours, you haven't seen anybody on the road, and it seems to be getting dark.
Well, I guess it's no luck for us, guys. Maybe we should just pull over and camp for the night.
Fine. Yeah.
Agreed.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, we try to find some sort of a...
All right, make a
place-
perception check for those who are. It could be
Yeah.
everybody. But.
Yeah.
We'll have a look for a lay-by.
So you can have Revan. You can have advantage because Karen is helping you.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, okay, okay, you're doing it, right, okay.
And Nebula can have
22.
advantage as well. If Moyden is not rolling, then Nebula.
Nah,
can
yeah,
have
I'm
the
not
advantage.
rolling, yeah, okay. I'll let you guys roll.
But that's all right. All right. So on the right, you can see Adam as you're looking around, and as it's getting dim, you start to actually see quite well still.
Of course.
You look around, and the forest border to your right is actually quite close. You can see some few open spaces as you walk past. You're like, nah, I'm gonna wait a bit more. At one point, you have find within like I would say 2 minutes of the path, you find a proper spot which is still inside of the road itself, and should make for a proper stay for the night.
Here we go.
Okay.
He leads you towards this open place within the forest, the slight dense forest. Yeah. Do you set up camp?
We'll have to
Okay.
go
Everybody
shopping.
gets off the horses, gets off the donkeys.
Are there any trees around?
Yeah, there's definitely trees around.
Okay, so I'll tie Betsy to one of the trees.
Cool.
I'll tie Harrison to a tree as well.
I would say it's very close to you
Yeah.
guys. It's like
Yes.
right next to him. You place down you take out your bedrolls. You place them down. Kieran proposes to find some firewood for the night to offer some light.
I'm like, Kieran, wait, before you go, and then I cast bonfire. Was it? No. Forgot what it's called.
What, create bonfire. Is
Create
that what it is?
bonfire, yeah.
Damn.
She walks. She's just about to walk when she hears, as in the middle of your bedrolls, basically, this fire suddenly lit out of nowhere. It seems to be seems to hold up quite well.
I give an apple to Betsy as I pat her on the head.
Alright, she
Eats it.
responds happily as a horse would do.
Okay.
And I grab a carrot. I take a chunk. I give a bit to Harrison. He takes a chunk, and so on.
Ugh.
Ew, that's horrible. Karen is also standing next to a horse and she's just like stroking it a bit. After 1 minute though, the bonfire is there on the ground. But since you cast it with absolutely nothing in the surrounding, it just out of nowhere it just calms down again. It's immediately gone.
Well, Nebula,
Yeah.
I guess we're going to find some wood for the real bonfire, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely light a bonfire with it, but without anything to keep the fire going, the magical fire just stops within a minute.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Nebula to look
Oh, yeah.
for wood.
Karen would still propose to also go, so she would probably go with
Well,
Kieran.
Kieran, you don't really see in the dark, do you? So maybe you should just stay put here,
Point.
and I'll go with Nebula because we're fine.
Okay, I'll set up the camp then. Well, those donkeys sound a lot like dogs. But yeah, okay, make a nature check with advantage, Merlin.
Nature check with advantage. Hold on a second. There's a lot of dogs and coyotes in these woods, isn't there, Nebula? So 18 or
Okay, yeah, yeah, perfect.
Ooh.
or 18.
18. You're in some double rolling. Yeah, you find some firewood easily enough. You take some branches, you take some mainly branches which you find, and some dried grass, and you should do.
Okay.
You make your way back.
Go
It's
back
like only
and-
like 5 minutes
Hi.
away from the thing. No, that's fine. Person has found some branches and dry grass to use.
Can you do
We
that
did
trick
good.
again, Nebula?
Oh yeah.
And she does that. The bonfire, the materials on the ground are lit, even after a minute right now. It seems to be still on fire, and it seems to be
Okay.
an actual bonfire.
All right.
We did it.
Okay. Well, I'll take first watch, guys. Okay.
Okay.
You
Wake
guys
me
can-
up.
You guys can rest. You want to take second
actually-
watch?
No. Let me do first watch, and then in 4 hours. No, wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
only need 4 hours of trance for you to sleep.
So if I do, wake me up when you only need 4 hours to sleep, and then I'll do the last bit.
I can do second watch, then we both have 2 hours, Merlin. So.
Okay, Kieran.
But
Perfect. Yeah.
try my best seeing in the dark. I don't know if it's
Are you
wise.
sure you don't want me to, considering I can see everything in the dark?
Yeah, I
If
think
you'd
maybe
like
Adam
to-
could stay
Probably
with that watch.
I'm not that useful in the dark, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Adam,
I'll
I'll
take
wake you up
second
when. Okay.
very well.
All right, so everybody goes to sleep. Everybody goes into trance, and Merlin has the first night watch. Make a perception check,
Of
please.
course. Come on, perception.
You look around you in the darkness, and it's quiet of the night. You can see a faint wind blowing through the grass, the tall grass. The breeze is actually quite cold. At night, in fall right now, in the autumn, it can get quite.
It
Quite
reminds
chilly.
me of home then.
As you breathe out, you can see the breath turn
Mhm.
into just like white clouds of. Yes. But everything seems to be quiet. You think about home as this weather thing seems to remind you about those times.
Yes, and I look at the Legend of the Troll Bleeders book and read a little bit through it
All right.
as I'm thinking about home.
Yeah, you read the story of this one is Morgan, where he's this story reads of Morgan, where it reads of him taking on 10 trolls by himself.
Sounds about right.
And it just depicts how epically every move he makes, basically in the combat, how he jumps from troll to another troll, slices open their necks, cuts them in the eyes, cuts open their mouths. It's quite detailed on the gore part as well, but it's a good legendary read, so to say.
All right. Okay.
And your watch passes.
Okay, I go and tap Adam.
My eyes open suddenly. And
It's your
I get
turn.
up.
Right. Wake me up if anything goes wrong, alright?
I will.
And I just start snoring because I'm a very fast sleeper.
All right. Give me some. I need some ambient night sounds. I can hear crickets in real life and not even in the game. This is disturbing to me.
Terrible. Actually, why are you doing that? How fast do I see?
Ooh,
There we go. Okay.
I think crickets just got inside of your bedroom.
Perfect. All right, so Adam, you sit there
120 feet. Yes.
in the night. You look around. It's for you. For you, it's actually you start to notice now in the night, in the open. Your clothes, with the quality of that they seem to be doing a really bad job at the cold. You feel like the cold hit your skin, but it doesn't really seem to affect you. Apart from you feel this sensation of cold striking your body. However, it doesn't do anything to you. You look around. Make a perception. Did you make a perception check already?
I haven't yet.
Make a perception check, please.
Ambush. Let's go.
20.
20. All right. You look around. You seem to see everything perfectly. You can see in distance what seems to be further into the forest. Seems to see a wild deer just standing still for a moment. As you look at it, it seems to look you directly in the eyes. For a few seconds, there's this magical moment between you and this creature as it trots somewhat further away into the forest. And the rest of your shift seems to go splendid. All right.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
it.
Then I'll wake up Nebula.
I'm awake. Can
Your turn.
I like climb up a little tree somewhere?
Yes, make an acrobatics check, please.
Acrobatics. Okay.
And after, well, let's see if you succeed first. I would say you climb into a tree, but you don't really get to the top. The first branch that lets you properly sit on it.
Okay.
Has you sit on it, but it doesn't give you any advantage to perception. So just roll a normal perception check, please.
Okie dokie. What's with the rolls tonight,
Oh.
man?
You look around and yeah, you definitely feel with the breeze that's blowing this night. You definitely feel cold. You're not dressed for success in this cold weather. It seems. However, you're used to the cold weather outside. But it's still
I like get my little fur cape they have and like wrap it around.
very nice. As you do so, you gaze around. You don't seem to notice anything that's happening around you as you're just like looking around. But it's just in this tree doesn't seem to be very effective. It doesn't give you any tactical advantage, however. You can see in the night sky, you can see between the clouds, slight bits of moonlight make it through. And at one point, however, from down the tree at the other side, you start hearing a voice. Suddenly, it gets you completely off guard, and it's like, "Don't move."
Wait, where is this below me?
It's below you, but be at the other side of the tree, basically. So towards the forest a bit.
Okay, so it's not on the guys.
Don't
It's like
move.
above the guys, right?
It's what? What?
Am I like above the guys?
You're about at the side, basically, because the campfire itself and the campsite is slightly in an
So
open
where-
area, so you're a little off to the side, but you're
Where's
not
the
far
voice
away.
compared to where the guys are staying?
Oh, very close. Steps away. I mean, steps a few meters away. I'd say 10 meters or 5.
Okay, can I stealth down the tree and like stealthily wake everyone up?
No, because he already saw you. This
Shit.
figure. You can hear another voice. You can hear another voice like,
We've got to get her alive. We gotta get her alive.
Can I shout to wake everyone up?
you can try.
Would they hear me?
I mean, they seem to have their weapons drawn upon you right
Am I?
now, so it's
Am
definitely
I
a risk.
still in the tree?
You are still in the tree, but if they would literally jump and reach their hand up, a normal human would be able to touch you because you're not high up at all.
Okay, can I just like let out a big scream like, guys help me! And then like a big girly speech afterwards.
All right, okay, well, give me a moment. Before you do that, can you just
Like from the bottom of my little lungs, it's really loud. Why didn't I get message?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay, I see. As-
Okay.
As you shout at the top of your lungs, you hear clink as if a small crossbow is being fired immediately, and you get hit by it. It strikes you fully in the shoulder in the back. It's like, and you fall out of the tree immediately with your face first. However, the scream does manage to wake everybody up.
Does.
Um,
Alright.
Shit.
Yes, a scream like that in the middle of the night.
Can I immediately cast Mage Armor on myself?
Yes, sure.
I'll take my my axe and I'll be like, what's it? What's going on? Nebula?
You can see two slightly same-sized figures as Nebula standing at the side of the tree.
Wait,
One,
did I get a full rest before all this happened, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah,
Yes, you
okay.
did.
Okay.
Also, Karen stands up with a spear in me, like, what? You can hear this, the raspier voice of the two. It's like,
We shouldn't have shot her. What the fuck you do?
and you can hear the other voice like,
No, was necessary.
Oh my goodness.
says the other voice, and it's just. You make a perception check for those who just woke up. So that's for Karen, it's gonna be a disadvantage.
Perception check again. Okay.
17?
Five.
Me as well, or?
No,
ju-
because you already know their position slightly.
Okay.
Let me see. Perception 4. This is for Karen. She doesn't see. Oh, that's without disadvantage still. So this is a disadvantage roll.
Uh-huh.
No, it's 5. Okay. So, Merlin, you don't seem to very well, as you just woke up, seem to very well pinpoint the location of these creatures. You just heard the scream from the tree from Nebula. You don't see the figures itself. Adam, you definitely see the figures standing next to the tree of Nebula. You can see as one creature is more like behind the tree, and the other one is just like with his crossbow pointed towards Nebula. As he's reloading his crossbow, he's like,
There's only 2 of them, you said.
only 2 of them, yes.
Okay, so can I cast Scorching Ray at the one that fired at Nebula?
Alright, roll for an attack roll, please.
3 times as well. It's gonna be fun.
We're not rolling initiative?
No, because... No,
Okay.
just wait it out.
Okay.
So
Wow.
the first one is 12.
So I'm afraid it doesn't hit.
Okay. Second one's a 19.
Does hit.
And the third one,
Does
13.
barely hit, yes.
The 2 hits then.
2 hits.
Alright then. What's my attack then? So 2d6. 2d6. That's the first one. It's only a 3. And a 6.
Shit.
9.
You watch just vroom, vroom, these 3 scorching rays. One goes wide, the other 2 immediately. One goes to the right and like curves, hits the goblin immediately. Like he drops the crossbow, he grabs to his chest where it hit, and he's like, ugh! And the other one goes in again and hits him at the shoulder. He's like, ugh! And you watch as he sort of flips and falls on the ground immediately. The other figure behind the tree is like a loud screech, like, no! Stop firing! Stop firing!
Who's there?
Let me see. Nebula, make an intelligence check, please, as this is all happening.
Okay.
I'm also gonna have Kieran roll an intelligence check.
I'll be like, show yourself if you don't want to get in trouble.
Oh.
Wow.
As this is all happening, Karen seems to. She doesn't know where anybody is. However, she doesn't see shit. But she hears the voice and she's like, "What?" Nebula, you just getting up from falling out of the tree. Basically, you look over where you see the corpse of this one goblin laying on the ground, and the other goblins standing over it, crouching over it. Familiar voices and familiar faces. They seem to be Ook and Ag, and Ag was just brutally murdered by Adam. And Oog's like,
No! No! God damn it! You killed him! You killed him!
You tried to kill me!
I wasn't. Ag is always the violent one. I just wanted some money. We needed some money.
Who is this? Nebula? Kieran? Adam?
You remember we told you about the cockatrices?
Yeah?
These were the guys selling them.
Why are they attacking us then?
I don't know.
Why are you attacking us?
We just need some money, really. Cockatrice business hasn't.
No, because you said you wanted to take me.
Take you?
Yes.
What do you mean, take you?
That's what I heard you say.
Take you? No.
I go immediately towards them and I grab the goblin by the neck and I pull it towards me like...
No! Oh, God. It's so very hard.
Were you trying to murder us?
No, I wasn't. I was proposing to them do it the violent way, but he's always the other one of the two.
you can see now on the back they seem to have sheep skin on their back, like the wool of sheep. You don't know what it's for, but it looks surprisingly like they normally try to blend in with sheep as they're wandering through fields and stuff.
Please, you've killed my friends. My only goal.
Well, you attacked us in the middle of the night and you said you want to take her alive.
We didn't know it was you. If you had known it was you, I would have done that.
I look over at Nebula and Adam, like...
Karen is like, well, it is the two from before.
Can I try and intimidate him to get more answers out of him?
Well, I was trying that as well. So,
Alright,
because that's why I grabbed him by the frickin'...
Alright, roll for an intimidation check, Modin, and if you want to do so, Nebula, you roll as well, but you have to say something with it, or do something with it.
I'll be like, why did you run with me?
Let's see.
Whilst I'm all flaming up, like...
Lighting up this open place within... oh my goodness, and he's just being held up by Merlin. He's gonna be like... You can see as tears start to come from the side of his eyes and his pants. Oh, you don't even want to see his pants right now, but you can see his liquid is flowing through it right now.
Oh.
Did you just pee yourself?
Please! You just killed my only friend. I only want some money. Only something to get by.
I'm not choking him. I'm just I'm releasing it a little bit. I'm just grabbing it. His like I want to let him speak. I want to understand him.
Okay. He keeps on going. He's like,
we only want some money. We didn't how many money, but it was just a self-defense mechanism from Ag.
Self-defense.
Yes, we just wanted to have you guys give the money. He points over to Nebula. He's like, I didn't know it was you. if I only had known,
What do you need the money for?
to survive.
Right.
We're not proper goblins.
Where do you live?
We don't live anywhere. We just go around.
I let him go.
Try to get by.
I let him go on the floor, and I am like,
It
you
means
just made
over
a
to-
you just made a big mistake, buddy.
You already killed my friends. Please. Our lives have been a burden continuously. Do you know how it is to be cast out by your fellow family?
No, we
What do we
don't.
do with him?
Can I kill him?
Leans over to Ag, the body of
No,
Ag.
no, come
Because
on,
the
guys.
Ag is the slightly more brute, the fat's looking, and Oak is the more slightly skinny and yeah.
So
Lightweight.
again, what were the names again? Sorry.
The one who's
Ulk.
speaking, Ulk,
Ulk.
with an L in there,
Okay,
and Ag is just A and a G.
Ulk. What's your name,
Um,
Goblin?
Oh, it's Ook.
Okay.
Ag was my only friend. You can see. he's-
Well, there's nothing we can do about that now.
Is it possible to do spare the dying on him? Because we're technically still in the
No, because the intent from Adam was just to kill, so it was just boom, it was done for as soon as he hit twice.
Okay.
Well, see, that's what happens when you attack strangers on the road. That's the risk you take, Ulk.
It went so well before. We've talked about this many days. It was the perfect strategy to get by with her.
What do you mean you've talked about this for many days?
Well, we're not much of people of action, really. Why do you think he shot you?
How did you know we had any money on us?
You're traveling. You have money, surely. We could have nagged your horses.
What
Otherwise,
happened to all the money you got from selling the illegal chickens?
didn't get any more money from it after they escaped.
They're really not very good at this.
Clearly, you're not very good at this, Ulk.
We've never been good at this. We try to blend in with the sheep on the fields, try to live our lives, but
Why didn't you try to go to Ortusal?
what did I try to go to? What do you mean?
Well,
Die? Out there, be murdered by the guards as soon as we show their faces? No. We live off the travelers. We
Just go around killing travelers.
No, we don't kill people.
I could have died.
Hey, you couldn't. It's a very minor bolt of a
I
crossbow.
could if I had AHP.
why were you cast out? You said you were cast out by your kind. Why did that happen?
It's a long story.
Well, we have time.
We have all night.
Well, if you don't live up to the expectations, really, then they're rough, you know. If you don't want to fight, if you don't want to do any other jobs at the camp, they just cast you out. They kill you usually. But look, Ag and I, we managed to escape. I don't ask for your mercy. With my friend, that there's nothing to live anymore.
Well, what are your options now, Ulk? Now that your friend is dead, what will you do now?
You're asking me, what will I do now? I
Yes.
have no fucking clue. He was the fighter of the two, and even he wasn't very good at it. You see, I was the planner, he was the doer.
Have you seen this hole? He was pretty good at it.
Yes, but now he's fucking dead. I might as well just.
I turn to the others and say, I don't want to kill this creature.
Just let him go.
Well, Ulk, be happy that you escaped with your life.
No, I'm not gonna take that as a.
No, and he reaches forward as he goes tries to slowly pick up the crossbow from.
What
from
are you
Ark.
doing? I'm gonna jump on top of him with my
You
axe
easily do so.
in
You
his
really-
throat.
the crossbow gets dropped to the side as you're onto him with the axe in his throat right now.
What are you doing? We're letting you go, and you're trying to kill us?
I'm not killing you.
How does that make sense? What do you want to do? You want to kill yourself? Why?
But I was in a misery. That was the only bright spot in my life. And you just took my only sunlight away. You bastard. You bastard.
And he looks over to Adam, where he presumes it came from.
You. I hope you get slain by the gods.
You can certainly try.
I don't know what to do with this guy. I mean, I think we should just let him go. He can do what you do whatever you want, Ulk.
I don't think we should let him pick up the crossbow though, in case he does try and, shoot us with it.
Can't you send him to sleep?
I can't sleep on him.
All right, roll 5d8, please.
The one time I'm allowed to use it.
23.
I touch my hand on his head. Go to sleep.
Like, filthy.
I know he stays the same because he's on the ground still, so he goes lame basically on the ground.
Okay. I take his body and put it next to a tree. I take 1 gold piece and I put it in his pocket. And an apple.
Nice.
And just leave him there.
All right.
Is it morning yet? Or do we still have some time to sleep?
It's early morning. I would say it's around 5 in the morning.
All right.
Probably.
Well,
Wait.
Yes.
Do we just leave his friend's body here, or?
I
I
mean,
guess so.
who will care about a dead goblin, am I right?
That's true. Okay. I
Right.
go walk up to the dead one and close his eyes.
Karen walks over. She takes out. She takes out her amulet from her goddess, which she believes in, and she just says a short prayer. And she just nods and she stands back again.
Okay.
So you just put him against a tree.
Yep.
He's a limp corpse.
Just leave
his
him
limp
there.
body.
Well, yeah.
Alright.
Well, we're up now. Let's make our way to Ortusal, I guess.
Alright.
Let's go.
Take your bedrolls, you roll them back in. Get your horses, get your donkey, untie them from the tree. As you slowly start to make your way back on the road, you can see the slight first glimmers of dawn start to make its way. You start to ride. From behind you, you hear a scream very loudly in the forest, echoing through. Bastards! Sleep is just a 1-minute spell, so it's
All right. Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
and then it goes quiet. Immediately afterward, it goes quiet.
Okay. Maybe we should go at a faster pace this time around. And as I say that, I just kick back Betsy so she catches,
Alright.
goes faster, a little bit
Yeah,
faster.
you go. Go slightly faster again.
Yep.
After an hour or two, let's say, you can see far in the distance smoke clouds start to emerge. It seems to be coming from a source, not just campfire smoke clouds, like tons of buildings smoke clouds, tons of
Okay.
factories smoke clouds.
All right. Okay.
You ride over what seems to be more of a hill, as you can now see in the distance the many factories, the many regions. You're slightly looking. It's like that one. The Wizard of Oz style, where you can in the distance see this the the whole city and the tops of the buildings. You can see from the you're not that far above the city itself. But you can see the several districts. You can slightly see the way it's organized within the city. You can mainly just the many smoke clouds making their way towards the sky, and you keep on riding, knowing that Orzon is close.
Yep.
You pass by as you get closer to the gate. As you actually get closer to the city itself, I'd say you're.
I think we would slow down a little bit once we get
Once
the
you
city is
have
in vision. Yeah.
Right. You get really close. You're like probably 10 minutes away from the wall, and you can see now that the people start to increase as well. You can see several peasants walking down the street. Farmers looking like it mostly because they have short nights. A few merchants here and there with wagons. The city seems to be still asleep, sorta, but it's around 7 right now, and you walk up with your horses. As you can see now, getting close. For your is actually the first city, right? For everybody, mostly.
Yes.
It's the actual first city.
Yeah.
What seems to be for you guys the towering walls of Ortosal and this open gate where you can see further into the city. You can see several guards, like 6 at the gates at both sides in total. You start making your way inside Ortosal.
Yeah.
You enter in what is called the Eastern Conspectus Boulevard, and you start seeing people. You start at one point, as you're now riding into the city, you can see several crowds of people seemingly walking over the streets, looking what seems to be mostly dwarves, mostly a few humans in there, a few elves, seemingly looking forward and going for the industrial sector as they're going to work. So where are you headed?
I'm gonna stop one of the doors.
He looks up to you at the horse.
I'm gonna get off the horse and grab it by the reins and just walk and stop one of the dwarves.
Yeah, he looks over you. Yeah.
Sorry, friend. We're looking for the. We're new in town and we're looking for the Braithwaite Tavern. I think.
Wait, Darren. I think you mean Skinny's Fine Ales. Is what you mean.
Skinny's Fine Ales.
Yeah, Skinny Braithwaite. Is the one you're looking for. Just keep on going on the road. You'll see it at the left side of the main road.
Oh, so it's on this road.
Yeah, keep going and you'll see it.
All right, thank you.
Stay safe.
You too.
Keeps on walking. He
Okay.
goes up with the rest of the people, and
I look at the others. I'm like, oh, let's go this way, I guess. All right, we're going this way. Skinny's Fine Ale.
And at one point, after do you step back on your horse? Or do you keep walking?
No,
with the
I
horse in
walk.
front?
Yeah, but I look around. I want to look around and see, what do I see? Do I see anything else? Or do we see anything like stores or stuff like that? What do we see?
So you see at the side what seems to be a general store at this same road, called on the sign outside. You can see very fancily, like calligraphy written, Rags and Relics. Rags and Relics. Seems to be a general store. Keep on walking. You keep on walking and riding for a bit. Some of you, and you encounter what is this giant, giant square, open square in the middle. This fountain, beautifully like sprinkling some water down. You can see around this square several buildings. Make a perception check.
All of us? Or...
Those who want to watch for the stores.
Can we make it with advantage? I mean, yeah, okay, perception.
Yeah,
check.
make it with advantage mode, and you'll do it for everybody in this sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Did you have advantage?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there we go.
You look around and you can see
All the city.
you can see in the distance as you look up. You can see what the Royal Heights have, what they talked about, because you can see this sort of think of almost like not as big Isengard, I think, in Lord of the Rings, where they have this sort of towering man-made. You can see the wall, and up on the wall it keeps. There's the whole district of the city. What you presume is the Royal
Okay,
Heights.
gotcha.
Portuguese.
You can see.
There's a lot of dogs in this town as well, apparently.
Yes, very stray dogs and stuff walking around. You see at one point at the square, you can see Skinny's Fine Ales. Seems to be a tavern. This fine wooden building with around the edges of the building this ornamental woodwork at the side. Seems to be reasonable size. You see, what else do you see? You see a blacksmith with a giant sign standing in front of the ground in front of the store, which reads "Or really." Yes, but it is presumably spoken with an accent, dwarvish accent. It would be "Orili."
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Cool.
You also have a temple at this square. It's almost like a pyramid-shaped building, but it seems to have, like, at the size of the pyramid itself seems to be. I don't know. In the middle of the pyramid seems to be like almost a sort of like tower. It's not a big tower, however, but it makes a very vast appearance and very extraordinary appearance within this square. You see a small market stand, which seems to be a wonderful wagon outcropped of a small building, small outside area, including some tents and tables. And you can see several gems and minerals laid out to sell. You can see in the distance, close to what seems to be the border of the, like, every district of the city is also walled, basically. So the border between the industrial sector and this sector is also walled off.
Okay.
You can see, but like what's close to the wall to what seems to be the industrial sector, you can see a 2-story hall with several pillars in front of it. You can see several troops, guards, seemingly making their way out. Seems to be some sort of military post. It's quite big. You see a library and bookstore. Can't catch the name really of it. You see a medicinal store. You see several clothiers in the square. And at the side, you can see a bigger sign. Further, slightly more towards the Royal Heights, seems to be another store, which you can't really pinpoint what it is. But yeah, there's several stores here.
You said in the square there's some tents with some rocks and stuff.
Yes, there is.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards those tents.
All right, so you make your way up.
Right.
You make your way towards the other side of the square, where you can see this dwarf standing inside at the other side of the tent. He's just laying out some minerals and some rings and some gems of ruby, diamonds, and stuff like that. Seems to be a familiar face to you, Merlin Trollbleeder. It seems to be Kronger's Cavebreaker, who has set up his little stand over here in Portusol. And he's just busy. He doesn't see you stepping by. He's just busy setting down some of his wares.
Krongras, is that you? I yell as I walk towards him.
He stands still for a second, not looking at you. If it ain't fucking Merlin Trollbleeder.
Krongras, what are you doing here? And I go and give him a hug.
To the side, and he also immediately hugs you back. And he's like, Merlin, what the heck are you doing?
Well, I'm just in town. Just got in town, and I'm actually looking for the Skinny's Fine Ale Tavern or
right over there, man.
Breathweight Tavern. I don't even know.
Skinny's Fine Ale, though, we're looking for, yeah.
But someone told me about the Breathweight Tavern. Did it change name?
It's his last name. Might have been a name change. I'm not really sure.
Right.
Anyways, man, how you doing?
I'm very well. We should definitely catch up. Like I said, I just got in town with a few friends, and I point towards my party.
Quite a bunch you have there.
Yes, yeah. We're
Along with an elf.
Well, it's a longer story.
It's all right. Well, it's great to see you again, buddy.
So, where can I find you?
Right here.
What are you? You're sleeping on the streets or what?
I mean, I'm gonna let myself a little store here. It cost me a fortune.
I can see it
Building's
looks
in.
very well.
It looks. I've worked hard for it. And I'm doing my best to get by. Really.
How's business? Is it good? Going well?
I mean, Ortosel really is the place to be for minerals and gems. So I make a pretty fine business. Yeah.
That's very good. That's very good.
How's the family? But
They're good. They're good. But
fantastic.
yeah, maybe we should catch up.
Yes, I'll be here. I'll be hopefully selling a lot of things today. So you can always catch me at the plaza.
All right, we definitely need to grab a pint.
Right? Yes, we definitely do.
It was good to see you. Good to see you, man.
And he just takes your hand like here, like basically like an iron shake. It's like this good friend meeting. He's like, damn good seeing you, Merlin.
All right. Well, just so you know, I'll be in the Skinny Fine Ale. Do they have rooms in there as well?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's where I'm gonna stay. Just
All right,
All right.
close to home. All right, nice.
okay. See you later
Be
then.
safe. Yeah, see you later, Merlin. Oh damn.
And I go back.
You can, as you walk off, he mutters to himself, Merlin Trobley, that's not a face I wouldn't see. And it just, that's all he muttered.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
So,
You all watch as Merlin just had a very friendly encounter with this other dwarf.
You know him?
sorry.
You know him?
Yeah. He's an old friend from home, and I didn't even know he was. I knew he had a business somewhere, because that's why when he left home he wanted to open up his gem trading business. But I didn't know he was in Ortusal. So yeah, it's good to see a familiar face in here.
Small world.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's go. Apparently there's rooms in the Skinny's Fine Ale Tavern.
Suppose that's our next move then.
Okay.
I wonder if the guy that owns it is really skinny.
Yeah, we'll have to
That's
find
his
out.
name.
All right, so you make your way to Skinny's Fine Ale.
Yes.
All right, so you step close with your horses towards this wooden building. This tavern actually has a little shack to the side where you can get your horses stored. There's a young boy standing in front of it. He's like,
Morning.
Morning.
Can I help with the horses?
Sure thing, young man.
just a human young boy with blonde, very bright blonde hair, and he's just like,
All right.
How old is he?
he looks around like 10, something.
Okay, I hand over Betsy and I say, you take good care of her, alright? And I flip him
Yes, sir.
a silver.
Oh, thank you. On the horse, and
He leads it in, and he's
This is
Immediately
Betsy,
storms
by
back.
the way.
hello, Betsy. And he,
that's it a bit.
that's a fine horse, sir. Looking real nice.
She sure is. What's your name, by the way, boy?
All these names.
Name's Emmett, sir.
Emmett.
Emmett. Yes.
And do you work here?
Yes, I do a little work here to help my family a bit. I'm too young for the factories, you see.
Right. Is the skinny busy?
I don't know. It's early in the morning, maybe.
Okay. Well,
You'll
have a
have
good
to
day
see
then.
for yourself, sir. Thank
I
you.
will.
And he takes the other horses from you, and he, as oh, Kingo's gone. As he looks at the donkey, I was just gonna say, as he looks at the donkey, he's like,
Oh, that's a fine donkey. What's his name?
Oh, that's Harrison.
Hello, Harrison.
and he pats it on the back.
We don't have visual on Kinko anymore.
Do we not? I see her.
I don't see her for some reason. Okay, it's hopefully,
Maybe lagging out.
yeah.
And he just takes all the people in, all the horses in, and he, right. So he takes that silver coin and he puts it in his pocket. All right. So you see Kinko now. Perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
You make your way towards the door of
The Skinny Fine Ale.
Guinea's Fine Ales, and you look inside, and it's quite. There's not too many patrons right now. As wait, let me actually visualize it in my own head. Right, gotcha. There, you can see as you look left and right, it seems to be quite a very normal interior. You can see as you walk in, basically there's like a few pillars to your left. There's like a small wall between it, and over to your left you can see the actual tables and stuff. But to the right, there's the bar itself. And you can see this very tiny halfling man standing behind the bar. And it's surprisingly, it's very interesting because you can see his facial features. He's a halfling. He's got like this very small mustache and this goatee. These brown, thick, bushy eyebrows. The hair is completely wild and out of shape. But he although he's a halfling, he looks the same size as you guys. He's standing behind the bar.
As which one of us?
As I would say, a normal humanoid.
Right, okay.
And
Great.
he's just like pouring some drinks as he's like a maid is just moving drinks from the bar to the people who are sitting at the tables. You can see adventurers, tourists, just like noblemen, all kinds of people seem to have gathered here. He's standing behind the bar. What do you want to do?
I walk up at the bar and say, "Good morning, sir."
Oh, good morning to you. How can I help?
We just
You?
got in town, my friends and I, and we're looking for some rooms for a few
Welcome
nights.
to Hotel. Blessed to have new patrons here.
Whilst this is happening, can I peer over the bar to see if he's standing on anything?
Yeah, you can see the whole area behind the bar is just elevated, like this part. And as you see, as he's talking to you, he's trying to look wide and tough and muscular and stuff, and he's trying to keep himself big, basically.
A new a room? What is it? What is it?
Yes,
a
ho-
mead?
do you have a few rooms available?
I probably have. I may say.
Takes out a little register. He says,
I have two left. I'm afraid. Yeah, that's gonna be anything to you.
I look at the others and I'm like, 2 left? Are we gonna share, Adam?
Sure. Yeah.
How much for one night?
new city, new things. Hell yeah.
That'd be around 5 silver pieces a night.
5 silver pieces a night. All right. And if we stay for a week, will you do us make us a good discount?
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
Mm.
So it's business is business.
All right.
Anyways, if you need me, I'm Skinny. If you need a drink, you can get it here. I've got some special drinks, even got games, got anything you need.
Well, listen, we'll take the 2 rooms for one night.
All right.
So that's
That'll be,
10 silver, a gold piece.
Yes, that's right.
All
you.
right. Okay, I'll give him a gold piece.
Because you're new customers, that's policy in the house. You can try the maiden's ass for free, and don't be confused. It's not the actual ass of the maid. It's a drink.
Okay. Maybe later. It's a little bit early in the day for.
All right.
drink.
Well, I've heard other dwarves say something else.
Right. I bet you did. Okay.
But anyways, it's.
But can we
all-
have some breakfast, maybe?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll make sure. I'll let the maid know.
All right.
You can take a seat, and she'll be right at you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great stay at Skinny's Fine Ales.
Thank you, Skinny. It was nice meeting you.
Pleasure.
We
All
turn
mine.
around and we're looking for a table.
all right. There's like, there's just surely a few tables available. There's like around 8 to 10 tables in total in this place, and there's
Okay.
the tables are slightly different than what you're used to. It's like almost like the seats of the tables are almost padded with cloth, and it's slightly luxury.
It's a little bit more posh.
It's not posh, but it's comfortable, so to say.
Hmm.
Yes, not posh. But yeah, you take a seat at one of the tables.
All right.
Um,
Right.
you
I want to look around to see if anybody is looking weird at us. Like, just.
make a perception check.
And what kind of people were like in there?
There's you can see like travelers just like yourself, people who have been on the road for a while,
Humans, dwarfs, halflings.
humans, any kind usually. These are the tourists, so
Mhm.
not as many dwarves as you would see around the city itself. These are just tourists, people basically.
13.
13. No, nobody seems to be here. Normal business for everybody, just normal people walking in.
Okay. Well, this town looks pretty busy, doesn't it?
Mmm. Looks expensive.
It does, right? Yes, Adam?
I mean, it's just certainly different.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's definitely way bigger, so. Yeah.
At one point, there's like a few like passageways between tables, like a few tables in a row, and then a passageway, and then like it's very organized in here. And at one point, you hear as the sudden lute music starts to increase, and this half-elf man, dressed quite colorful, is just walking around slowly playing some music as he's walking through the passageways of the tables, and he's just like giving slight nods here and
Well,
there.
this is new.
Bit
Entertainment.
fancy, isn't it?
Yes. I wonder
Very
how
calm
the,
music. He's
I
playing.
wonder what the rooms look like.
I bet they're really big with massive beds.
Hopefully.
He also gave you the keys, by the way. I always forget to tell you he gave the keys as soon as
Okay.
you get the.
All right.
Not a swipe card, no.
Yeah, but like
Enough in the
keys.
world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't put it next to your phone.
He gave us the keys, but he didn't tell us where the rooms are. So maybe we can
You
ask
can-
him when.
You can see on the key itself is
Ah.
actually the room number
Okay.
engraved within the key itself.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just numbers on it, so you'll find your
What
way
number
to-
rooms are we in?
Your number rooms are 6 and 8.
Oh, we're not neighbours?
6 and 8. So we are in room 8, Adam.
Interesting.
At one point, the maid comes up to the table and she's like, with a little slight wooden tray in her hand, she's like, yes, can I help you? Breakfast?
Yes. You may.
She looks, compared to Susanna, she looks slightly more, well maintained. She has her hair in a bun and there's like a little white cap over her head to make sure there's no hairs falling off anywhere. She's dressed very normal in a very normal tunic and clothing. What would you like?
What? Do you have any specific breakfast for this, for your establishment?
Omelets and sausages for great newcomer's meal.
That sounds
I-
very good.
Oh, that's one. What can I get to the others?
Omelette and sausages, please. But
Okay,
double the
so
sausages.
All right, and
Yes.
what about you, sir?
just same. Don't know.
You, lady? And Karen is like, oh, some bread will do fine. Water, please. All right, I'll be right with you then.
Can
Just
we
a
also
moment.
get some apple juice or orange juice?
Yes, definitely. What would you? Milk, apple juice, orange juice, fruit juices?
Orange
Yeah.
juice for everyone, guys? And I'm looking at you.
They,
Apple
Karen
juice.
knows.
Do you have apple juice here? Is that a thing here?
Yes, of course we do.
All right. Okay.
It's coming right up. 3 orange juice, 1 apple juice. I'll be right with you, please.
Thank you.
Patience. She smiles. Quite fake, but she walks back.
Are
Around.
there any people around us at the tables?
I would say so.
Kind of want to listen in on some conversations if I can.
Make a perception check.
Again, okay.
Yeah, you're trying to listen.
Ooh.
All right. You can see a bunch of tourists in the table next to you, and they just seem to be talking about the sides of the factory, the smoke which is coming from factories itself, and the size of the city. They seem also very new. Nothing out of the ordinary, however. They seem to be just conversating about, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
normal things.
Okay. Well, we just wait for our breakfast then.
Very shortly after, you notice it's quicker than Susanna. They come in. She comes in, and another man, human man, follows. Which seems to be he's also got a little white thing over his hair, so it's seems to be looking like a chef or some kind.
Mhm.
And he's also got a tray, and he helps the maid with placing the things on the table. Shortly after, the drinks also are served.
Oh, thank you
And
very
she
much.
proceeds- Please enjoy.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Emilia,
Emilia. Nice to
Yes,
meet you, Emilia.
what's your name, sir?
I'm Murden.
It's my pleasure, Merlin.
Second. Emilia, can you tell us where our rooms are? Exactly. I mean, I am in room 8, and I don't know where the room is.
If you make your way upstairs, you'll see the numbers start. The even numbers on the right, the uneven numbers, the odd numbers on the
Okay.
left. Should be easy to find.
All right. Any attractions that you would recommend to visit in Ortusal?
Well, if you're here for trade, then that's a fine choice indeed. Well, the temple's always something nice.
All right.
It's if you're new here, aren't you?
Well, we just arrived like a few minutes ago.
Then I assure you that the talisman will certainly leave you wondering in awe.
The talisman.
Yes.
What is
It's
that?
a store full of arcane potions brewing. It's quite interesting. Especially the owner is a very interesting man. Check it out.
All right.
I
this-
cannot say any more.
Is this store far away? Where is this store located?
It's close to the entrance of the Royal Heights. It's still in this district, however, so it should be easy to find. Just
Is it
off the
just
plaza.
potions they do?
Mostly, yes.
Also, is there a place where we can get a map from of the city?
That's a good question. I don't think we do actually have. You would probably have to check out the general store in that case.
The general store.
Maybe the library?
All right.
Possibly. I do not know if they make maps of the city itself, so I wouldn't be able to answer. I'm sorry.
All right. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Emilia. You've been very helpful.
Enjoy your meal. Have a great one.
Yes. How do we pay for this?
You can just walk up to Skinny. He'll help out.
Okay. How much is it again?
It's for the whole meal. It should be 5 silver pieces. Will do.
Okay. Thank you very much, Emilia.
Enjoy.
And we
Sure, so-
start eating.
You start eating, indeed.
Do we have like knives and forks? Like,
Yes, actually, there would be with the trays and with the things, with the plates, there would be
okay, I'm
knives,
trying
knives and
to
forks.
cut a sausage properly, but it's like sort of going everywhere, and I don't know what I'm doing.
It's like a proper knife as well. It's like a real meat knife, basically, to cut some good meat. And there's no cloth to really wipe off the things of the mouth. It's not that luxury here, but they definitely know how to treat their customers well.
In the end, I give up and just stab it with the knife. And
Nice.
So, where should we begin, guys?
I don't know. I think we should go talisman.
the talisman. He sounds like a fancy man that works in there.
Well, yeah. He might just be a tourist trap, but yeah. I was actually thinking that
That's what
maybe
we're here for.
maybe I can go and have a chat with Krongrus later on, and maybe he can tell me some more about the city itself.
That sounds like a good idea.
It's a good
You can
store-
trust
store
him,
as
right?
I mean, yes. I hope. We haven't seen each other in years, so
Okay.
yeah.
I would also like to go to the bookstore to see if they have any information on the
Patrias.
Patrias.
Patrias. That's the one.
Right.
Patrias.
Okay.
Well,
Well, maybe it would be best after we finish our breakfast here. we go take a look at the rooms, see how they are, and if we like them.
Alright. So you
Um,
make.
We're just talking.
Okay, gotcha. I thought you were already going up to your rooms.
No, and then maybe we split up. I'll go talk to my friend, and you guys. Where are you?
Karen speaks up as well. She's like, "If anybody would like, the talisman sounds intriguing to me. Are you
I would
going,
like
Adam?
to check it out.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to the
Okay.
talisman, right?
Hmm.
I'll make
Yes.
my way to my friend and to Krongrus, and we can either meet in the talisman or if
What about the bookstore? Maybe we should meet at the bookstore.
at the bookstore. All right, yeah, sure. We could meet at the bookstore. Okay,
Sounds good. I like that plan.
it's a plan. Perfect.
So you first head to your rooms to check it out, is what you said basically?
Well,
after
we
you
eat,
finish
yeah,
breakfast?
and then we go
Finish
and
your
check out the rooms.
You go to your rooms, number 6 and number 8, and you find a very well dressed interior of the room. You find because you've ordered basically 2 persons in a room. You have you walk into the room itself, and there's like first a little quarter, and then to the left there's another slight outcrop of the room, and to the right as well. And both sides are the bedrooms part, and the actual part where you enter is just the sort of living quarters /
Damn.
little area where you can seat and have a little table in the middle. And
Luxury.
Holy shit.
you can see as on the table as you enter your rooms, there's a bottle of the Maiden's Ass right on the table. You can see as you take a quick look at it, it seems to let me see 1 second. It seems to be a quadruple beer served in a bottle. You can see on the logo on top of it, on the mark basically, is seems to be a donkey and a pretty girl on the label.
Yeah.
And it
Makes
says
sense.
under it a line. It says "sweet but strong."
What do you say, Adam? Want to take a sip of this?
I suppose it won't hurt to try.
Yeah, it won't hurt to try. I go and open the bottle.
All right. Bloop. There's like cork in there.
Okay, are there any glasses on the table?
Yeah, I would say there's. probably
Okay,
two-
I take a glass and pour some, and I like half a glass for me, half a glass for
Alright.
Adam, and I go like, here you go. Cheers. Clink.
Clink. Drink it, and as you drink it, this strong sweetness hits your tongue and your taste, and it's nice. But then suddenly it increases. It's like, oh, the sweet is like these very sweet candy things where it just starts to like fill you into your brain when the sweetness starts to actually hit, and it's like, ugh. And then when it passes away, it's a very nice feeling of just
That's a little bit too sweet for my taste, to be honest.
Don't think I want any more of it.
Yeah, I think we're better off. Maybe the girls will want this bottle. And I
Erin is
just
also in the room with you, Nebula, and she's looking around. This is looking quite nice.
I point at the bottom like, look, it's me and Harrison.
I see.
Right, Nebula, exactly.
You're on the same rooms.
Sorry?
Are you? Are
Oh
you in the
no,
same rooms?
I thought you said. Okay, no, never mind.
I
Okay,
think you went
so-
to the separate rooms.
Yeah,
that's
we
what I
went to
would
the.
imagine.
Sorry, my bad. Okay, shut up. I'll just put the cork and put the bottle. Yeah. Sorry.
Alright, so you all inspected your rooms. Very nice, very well,
Wait, what's the bed feel like?
very comfy. It's like the red sheets are very nice. It's gonna keep you warm definitely in the night, and just a few.
I pick up the red sheet and I wrap it around myself and pretend like I'm a king for a little bit.
You can see if there's windows in your rooms. In the normal living quarters, there's a window looking outside, and you can see as it faces what seems to be towards the industrial sector of the town. You can see rooftops. The view is not really nice, but that's that.
Okay.
So you've all inspected your rooms, and I assume you go out and you
Yeah.
exit the tavern to.
As I've left
all
the sheets in a
look
big
around.
mess on the floor.
And
So
I
all
make
your
my
separate
way
ways?
to. Yeah, exactly. I make my way to my friend.
All right. So please remind that, because that's we're gonna end this session of the dice then.
All right.
Welcome
okay,
in the
perfect.
Watersaw, guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh man,
Oh,
like the beds.
man.
Yeah.
Seems like
It's
a
very,
nice,
very posh in
very
Orthosalon,
posh.
I have to
Watersaw knows
say.
how to treat its tourists well.
Not that expensive either.
It's a good front for whatever shady business is going on.
I don't know. Skinny seems like a very cool dude. No, just kidding.
It's a cool dude.
Smooth criminal. All right. Okay. Whew.
Dino's threatening me, guys. In the chat, she's saying, "Enjoy your life while it lasts." Lugo.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think
oh dear.
I think she's
What have you
angry
done?
because there's a replacement Susanna who's slightly more push.
All right.
No.
Come at me, Dino. Anyways, that was this session of the
Yeah,
Dice.
guys.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much
Thanks
watching.
for. Yeah.
Thanks.
So
Yeah,
next
hanging
week
out.
we're gonna be on Thursday, right?
Next week we're gonna be on
Thursday.
Thursday. Yes, exactly. Just because, so that we are all 4 of us at least. Yeah, because
Yes,
Pee-wee is
there's-
still in Japan. Yeah.
The next week, Thursday evening instead of Friday evening. Thank you all for joining and stopping by. It was great to have you here. There is gonna be an episode 10 that's gonna be next week, Thursday, Alfie.
Definitely. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be
Yeah.
on
So
Thursday.
we don't even have to wait till Friday.
Damn,
No.
son. Yeah, boy.
So if you guys have some cool catchphrases we could say at this point, then please let us know in the Discord because
Yeah.
we need some.
Give us some
Desperately.
suggestions for the name of our group.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for stopping by so much and have a great weekend, everybody.
Cheers,
Thank
guys.
you,
you
everyone.
very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.